everyone. All right, we definitely have sound from me, so that's a good start to this stream. I'm going to introduce all of the cast members in just a moment, but hello and welcome. I am Jenny LaFae, and I will be the Dungeon Master today for this Baldwin Games virtual D&D weekend stream. Very excited to be here today. We are going to be playing a game, an adventure, rather, a one-shot that was written by Gabe Hicks, Gabe James Games, and super excited to do that. It is a Feywild romp, and things are, I don't know, not quite what they should be. Something's up in the realm of Canvas, and the artist who created and controls this domain needs a little help to sort things out, and that's where our players come in today. All right, I'm just going to go around in the order from me. We're going to go counterclockwise because I'm a rebel. So, Mike, I believe that takes it to you. Why don't you introduce yourself a little bit, and then introduce your character. Tell us a little bit about who they are and who we're going to see today on this stream.
Sure. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, my name is Mike Danger, and I run Taking Turns D&D, also on Twitch, where we do a D&D 5e live actual play on Mondays. We'll be doing that again. We just started our new campaign and have our second episode tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. And Buick Skylark is the bugbear that I will be playing in this adventure. He is a very devout defender of the summer court, and on his shield you'll see a chess piece of a queen with leaves in a golden halo around it.
All right, nice. I'm kind of cracking up a little bit because our captions are capturing echoes of what people are saying. So apologies to everyone on that. I don't know. I guess it's just gonna be a thing. All right, Hooper. Who are you, and who do you have today for us?
Hey, I'm Hooper. I'm Mr. Hooper here on Twitch, and I run Mr. Hooper's Imaginarium over on YouTube, where we do actual plays and little meme-filled shorts of our actual play. And today I am Mock, just a real down-to-earth, folksy type monk who went to school. Hobgoblin monk, went to school to learn some skills, got into scrimshaw. He's a wood carver, so he's a little bit down with the art here, and also learned some punchies, but he's mostly there for the vibes.
All right, I am excited to see what Mock thinks of this world that we're getting into. Andrew, how about you? What do you do, and who do you have?
I'm Andrew, as Jenny said, and I run D&D all the time. I have 3 or 4 weekly games. I do conventions. I do virtual D&D weekends. And today I will be playing Tark Treebody. And Tark is a nearly 8-foot tall furbolg who has a green tabard made of vines and flowers. And he has a staff. And his fur is like a greenish color almost, but has grays and streaks of black. He's very tall, and he is very into nature.
Very into nature, I've heard.
Oh, yes.
All right. Axis, how about you?
Hi, everyone. I'm Axis, short for Axis of Anarchy. I am in higher education administration as my day job, but I am also a freelance community manager for various areas in gaming and the entertainment industry. As far as Tricky Think is involved, she is a tiny, nimble, kind of sneaky individual. Likes to, like, the whole thing with my goblin is named for what she does best, and that's thinking on her feet and trying to solve problems. She likes solving problems for other people and helping other people get through what they need. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do.
Well, Tricky thinks time has come. There are problems that need solving today. And all right, last but certainly not least, Rick, what do you do, and who did you bring today?
Everybody, my name's Rick. I am a I'm a TikTok content creator. I actually do the TikTok content for about 30 game publishers and a few conventions. So GaryCon, GameholeCon, Origins Game Fair. I run all those TikTok channels. CMON, Hunters Entertainment, Monty Cook Games, Ultra Pro. So I make a lot of content, about 300 videos a month, and all by myself, which is painful. Anyways, I'm playing Vanderfall Snoot. I am on study abroad from the College of Whispers. I am out trying to find my first party of adventurers where I can inspire them to be the best adventurers they could possibly be. Think Tony Robbins as a character.
All right, Tony Robbins. Ooh, all right, this is going to be fun. All right, I should probably have the adventure up handy where I can actually see it. That's a good start. All right. All right, so I'm going to set the scene a little bit for where we all are and kind of how we came to be where we're at. All right, so as I briefly mentioned, Canvas is a very particular region. It's a domain of delight that was created by an archfey by the name of Estorian LaFae. And he was an artist of the, oh, it depends who you ask, but in his mind, at least, of the highest caliber. And Canvas is a domain, it's a land where curiosities are abound and bountiful. Colors are entirely different than their natural appearance. Things are bright and beautiful. And if you can think it, if you can dream it, if you can imagine it, it can be here. And it's really just, it's his pride and joy. And, well, you find portraits, landscapes, and whatnot painted by the esteemed historian LaFae scattered throughout the realms. So you may have, Vanderfall, Tricky Think, Buick, Mockertard, you may have seen one or two of Estorian's works before in your life. Most recently, you've been, I don't know, maybe you were at a tavern or over at a friend's house who had one. You noticed that the painting that you see on the wall looks rather strange, almost as if the color seems to be leaching out of it. It goes into a black and white type thing. Looking at this painting, wherever you are in the world, you feel drawn to it. You lean in closer to it. You find yourselves kind of tumbling and freewheeling through the air, and you all land together in a strange unknown forest. The first thing you notice is that, wow, this forest seems to be, I don't know, like a film from the 50s. Everything is black and white. The next thing you notice is this sing-song voice in your head. And it's just kind of repeating over and over. You should go towards the tower. I recommend you go to the tower. It's a good idea to go to the tower. Have you considered heading towards the tower? As you all land there and see one another, whether or not you know each other or not, you all definitely know that, well, you weren't here a moment ago. So what do you want to do first? You don't see any obvious tower.
Do you guys all hear that?
I definitely heard that. And what's going on with the colors here? I'm not really sure that I'm too, I don't like this.
Now, for context, the area we're in, is it kind of black and white as well? So like you said, 1950s?
Yeah, it is kind of black and white. You're in a
Right.
forest, and you feel like if it was colored, based on like, so Tark definitely, like this forest is in like full bloom. It should be bursting with color.
Like
Are
that
we
flower
kind of
right
black
there.
and white?
But we
Are
are
we kind
all
of
in
black and
color,
white
right?
too?
You are not black and white. You are all your normal colors. You're the only spot of color that you currently see.
Yeah, I would be like, I hear a voice. I hear something. I look amazing. You all look great.
I do. I definitely do look fabulous. You all look too beautiful for this place. Who am I looking at here?
Oh, I am Vanderfall Snoot. You might have heard of me. I go around and inspire people to be the best version of themselves.
Excellent. Well, maybe you did this for us here because this place is bland and we are looking sick.
I agree.
I'm Dark Tree Body.
Yeah, you are.
I'm guessing Tark is a rather tall individual.
Oh yeah, Tark. I'm like 8 feet tall. Wait, why am I talking to you like this? Yeah, look at me. Of course I'm tall.
You're a pretty big one. Yeah.
Maybe you're the tower.
As you all stand there conversing, getting to know one another, you again hear the voice, this time not in your head, but kind of seeming to echo from everywhere around you. Well, hello there, lovelies. I'm so excited that you've come. It's so good to see you. I've been waiting. Listen closely as I'm stating. Find the tower distant ahead. Come, be champions in my stead. In this world of my creation, come and wonder, anticipation. We'll paint a path of golden glory. Hurry now, we should start this story. And as this rhyme finishes, you see in your head's vision of a tall tower, kind of gleaming white, nestled inside of a forest, vibrantly green. And you feel almost like this pull inside of you, urging you to go east.
Tricky think is going to just start walking.
Oh, hey, there's a little one. Where are you going?
Tricky think just keeps on walking.
You
I
have
mean,
to be
do you
careful
really-
not to step on her.
Do you know
No,
your
don't
way
step on
around
the
the
gobbler.
forest, or?
I like that. Someone that's charged and is ready and knows exactly what they want to do with their lives. I'm about following a person like that.
Yeah, it seems reasonable.
Sure, let's go.
And if they don't know what they're doing, they'll make a good snack. Let's follow the gobbler.
Good snack. Well, that is certainly certainly an option there. All right. Well, as you all kind of head out that way, does anybody have a passive perception higher than 15?
At 15.
You have 15?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
not higher
15.
than 15. That is 15. All right. Okay, so nobody's got a super high perception here. So you don't notice everything going on, but you notice as you proceed kind of eastward, some of the trees here seem to be drooping. They look almost sad, and they're not entirely devoid of color here, just kind of washed out and faded. They don't really look naturally occurring. Are you stopping to examine them, or are you still just kind of continuing onwards?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a look.
All right. Do you want to, I don't know, are you using some nature, perception, getting up there and like looking at it with your hands, investigating it?
I'm not gonna touch anything because I have lots of experience with touching bad things in forests that give you, like, poison ivy or poison oak or poison berries, lots of poison. But I'll give it a perception check.
All right. Yeah, lots of poison. Okay.
15.
15. All right. 15 is good. Oh, goodness. Thanks for the subscription. Somebody subscribe to my channel. On that note, if you're not following the Baldman Games channel and you're watching that on here right now, give us a follow. We're going to get affiliate. We're probably going to get affiliate soon. Yeah. All right. So you don't touch it. You have your 15. And, Feats and Fables is a good point. If you don't touch it, how do you know if it's poison? Fortunately for you, you don't have long to ponder, as a strange flower sprouts from the ground, approximately 2 feet tall. So a very large flower for you, Tricky Think. And begins to kind of bounce around, kind of like a jack-in-the-box, kind of that bouncing back and forth, side to side. An eyes and a mouth are right there in the center of it as it pivots around, looking at everyone.
Oh, look at this freaky little guy.
That's not normal.
And then the flower starts speaking. It all falls down until we spring back up, and it's hot as summer in the dead of winter. It all falls down until we spring back up. It's hot as summer in the dead of winter.
Goblin friend, do you have any idea? Is this where'd you get that?
Where'd I get what?
Our new little freaky terrible rhyme repeating friend.
Oh, the flower. Where did you get the flower?
Not mine. It just sprouted.
And the flower still kind of craning its blooms side to side. Peering at everyone.
Tricky Think wants to just kind of free fall backwards on the ground. She doesn't have that far to go, so she figures why not.
The ground is surprisingly springy and soft.
Okay, then she's gonna go ahead and start jumping.
Okay, jumping. All right, so you're just jumping up and down near this very large flower.
Bouncing with it because she's trying to puzzle out, fall back down, spring back up. So the ground is very springy. She fell down and felt that it was springy, so it's time to bounce back up.
Ooh.
This kind of the thought process there.
All right. Is anybody else doing anything as you've seen this mysterious creature, plant, thing, anomaly? I think we can all agree on anomaly.
Is there something we can do for you, little friend?
Pivots towards you. It all falls down until we spring back up. And then it's hot as summer in the dead of winter.
I think our other little friend might have the right idea. Does anybody want to take a try? Maybe going end over end, having a good splash on the ground, and seeing if you can pop back up.
I think this, seeing what Tricky Think has done, is something I would like to try myself. I'll throw myself back onto my back and try to spring back up onto my feet.
It's not quite as springy for you. You're not quite as small as Tricky Think, but it doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. You don't find yourself, knocking your head good on the ground. As you're all kind of experimenting with seeing if you can spring back up from the ground. Let's see. Seemingly from, I don't know, having always been there or not, this old woman, at least she looks old, and she's just green, like a dark green. Everything about her is green. Her hair is green, her skin is green, her clothes are green, and she just kind of totters in a little hunched over. Well, no. No. You're all doing this wrong. That's not going to get you anywhere. Surely you should know that by now. Do any of you want a flower crown?
Oh, yeah.
That sounds great. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She pulls out of a bag that you almost didn't notice before. She pulls out a bunch of clover flowers, and she starts weaving little flower crowns. So everyone wanted a crown, yes? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll take one.
Okay. Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh, how great. Oh, how wonderful. You're all going to look so beautiful. And she goes over and puts one person on Tricky Think's head because she can reach you. Oh, yes, darling, that looks good. And then over to Tark. If you don't mind.
On, sorry.
As you lean down, you lean over, and she's still just
I'll take a knee.
Oh, thank you. My old arms are not what they used to be. And then she kind of hands the rest of them out to you. We don't need all to get down in the dirt. Okay, well, I suppose you should probably be on your way. You're going to be late, aren't you?
Oh, we were just having a little chat with our freaky little poet friend here.
Well, yes, no, I saw that, but you're due at the tower.
Is maybe the flower knows the faster way, something about springing up and things. Yeah.
Oh, this little fellow. He knows things, yes, but he does tend toward being cryptic and melodramatic. She makes a face at the little flower and he kind of shrinks into himself a little bit. But I do think he's trying to distract you. He won't
And
be
who
happy.
are you, by the way?
Oh, never mind that. I'm just here to help you on your way.
It's very rude to not at least introduce yourself.
You can call me whatever you like. I don't mind.
And what is your purpose in this land of canvas?
My purpose today is to help you on your way.
Oh, we're getting to the rhyming again. Okay. All right. Well, whatever you like. It was nice to meet you. Mock's gonna offer a little bit of water to our flower friend. All right. Keep it mellow, dramatic or otherwise. Maybe we should all move on, everybody.
Yes, moving on. That is a great idea. He won't be happy if you're late. It's a very important date.
Who is he?
Estorian, of course.
Oh, the Estorian.
Why, yes. He's summoned you to the tower. You're meant to be there within the hour.
All right. Well, that's a privilege. Everybody, have you heard of the great Estorian?
Bit of a painter, yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
Surely
Yeah.
everyone has heard of him.
Kind of a big deal.
It seems, though, that something is the matter, and his brain's been worried, and his heart goes pitter-patter. He's looking for help. He's looking for you. I'm not really
Looking for
sure,
us.
but he thinks there's something you can do. And she kind of, is kind of like walking around it's not quite clearing that you're in, and kind of looking at each of you in turn, just kind of walking around. And, she walks over towards the tree line, stops, lingers next to the tree first. She says, well, you'd best be on, right? You wouldn't want to make him wait. And then, as she walks kind of past the tree behind it, you don't see her come out the other side.
Nice.
Is the tree to the east, or is it a different direction?
Tree would actually be more to the north-ish.
Okay. Trick, you think, is just going to go ahead and start heading east again.
Okay.
Skipping along with her flower crown.
As you head in an easterly manner, it's not terribly long, maybe another 15 to 20 minutes or so, before you see in the distance, the trees have been gaining more and more color as you go. You see this gleaming white tower start to appear on the horizon, barely peeking above the trees, growing taller and taller, it seems, as you approach it. In the distance. As you kind of crest the final hill, you can see that it's still some ways off, and it is rather grand. There is a large, ornate wooden door near the ground level, set there with a large gold knocker upon it. And it just looks, I don't know, very inviting. The clouds are very fluffy above it. The sun is very brilliant. You see the rays peeking through the cloud, almost casting like a spotlight upon the tower.
Is there a door?
Yes, there's a big wooden door with a gold knocker. I just said that.
I thought there was just a knocker, and I was like, that's weird.
Oh, but, yeah, there's just a knocker on the wall. It's fine.
Here, we'll go up
Tricky
and
think
use
is
the knocker.
Tricky think is gonna like kind of like just hide behind a tree at this point and like just kind of observe and watch what's going on.
Okay. Observe and watch. All right. Tricky think has paused. Is everyone else continuing on toward the door?
Yeah, I think Buick
Yep.
just goes straight up for the knocker.
All right, straight up for the knocker. All right, so you sprint down the hill, the knocker, and give it a big knock. I imagine you're expecting to hear a resounding knock, but instead you hear what sounds like wind chimes.
How'd you do that?
It's not what I was expecting.
Does this happen to you often?
As the chimes kind of resonate through the air, you hear the voice in your mind again. Come in and come in. Please do come in. My home is yours to share. And the door is open widely. You see that the hallway that it opens into is very grand. There's a vibrant carpet running down the center of it. And it's just like splashes of color everywhere. There's art along the wall. There's sculpture. There's vases. It's just a very it's not necessarily cluttered. I mean, it could be considered clutter, but it's all art.
It reminds me of a museum. Looking at all this.
I'm afraid I'm going to knock something over with this body.
Mock is going to get like right up on top of each piece in the collection that he can step to, towards or reach, and just
and touch
closely. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to closely eyeball it and appreciate and soak it in. And am I seeing new works that Mock has never seen before, or these things that Mock's familiar with?
These don't look like any works that you've seen before. They seem like so the sculptures and the vases and everything. It almost seems like the color itself wasn't. Oh gosh, Google Meet's saying something to me. The color itself wasn't like embedded in it, but more just seems to have been splashed upon it. Very warm colors, and the paintings, the landscapes seem to be, I don't know, kind of melting like Salvador Dali. Imagine. As you're pondering all that, Tricky think, are you still hiding behind a tree, or did you come inside?
Oh, I came inside,
Okay.
kind of middle of the pack.
All right, came inside. A door further down the hallway then opens, and you see a figure step out. Flowers blooming from their hair, shades of green streak across their earth-toned skin. Resembles an elf. Looks like an elf, definitely elven. But very floral elf. Oh, perfect! Adventurers, thank you for coming. There's nothing like a group of adventurers to solve a problem, don't you think? And I have a problem.
Estorian, I take it.
Oh, how rude! My manners, of course. Yes, I am Estorian LaFae, and you are adventurers, are you not?
You
You've
might say that.
With a grand flourish of my arm, I go, "These are amazing adventurers." Absolutely.
Oh, well, that's pretty sweet.
Well, I have a problem, and I would like you to solve it. With compensation, of course. I hear adventurers are about that. I'm a Lord of the Feywild, not a monster, so I will pay you. I offer you a creature that you can summon that will never tire or truly die, that you can will into existence if only you try. Something that can be offered only by I. Along with gold, if you care about that.
I do like money.
Well, the problem, you see, well, you've probably seen. Spots of color seem to be lacking in places within my domain. It's connected to my magic and my essence, and I'm feeling very drained. Woke up one day with a splitting headache. Felt like my mind was being pulled apart. And my wand was gone. My paintbrush. And without my wand, my paintbrush wand, I can't create anything here. And if I'm not creating, well, then what purpose do I have? I would have gone and looked for it myself, but I've been so busy just trying to maintain what exists within the domain that I haven't had time. There's just a couple of places that I think it could be. 1, 2, or maybe 3. You'll look for it, won't you?
I walk up to Historian and I said, I'm gonna throw out my first rhyme for y'all. Historian, your art is new, your art is grand. Show us your skillful hand. Bring us to your creative flow and show us where we need to go.
Oh, you are an artist. Oh, I do love her art. That will probably come in handy within my lands. Well, you know, since you didn't bring any small bands. Music, of course, not... There are other types of bands, I believe. Music, though, is what I mean.
Not twine or handcuffs, yeah.
Oh, no, surely not.
I mean, you could have let me know. I could have brought some handcuffs or some twine.
Oh, that sounds restraining, and we're free here, free to be what we want, what we wish. I mean,
Well,
why?
handcuffs can
You
be
could
free.
even be a fish?
And I can turn into a fish.
I wouldn't want to think these things for sure, because it seems like this world's a little topsy-turvy.
Yeah. This word is a little topsy-turvy. It's normally much more grand, much more colorful. Well, I must attend to the needs of the land, but you should go here, or here, or here, if you can. As he points, disappearing in a cloud of green smoke, 3 different doorways appear. A white one, a red one, and a yellow one. Snowflake sits above the white, a crimson leaf above the red, and a glowing sun above the yellow. All right. And with that, where would we like to go? Looks like our captions died. I think I logged into Google on the wrong account that I'm not paying for Meet, and so we timed out.
Oh no.
It's okay.
were any of the paintings in this place bleached out like black and white, like the area was that we just came from?
Everything within the castle here, the palace tower, whatever we want to call it, seems to still be okay. You feel like maybe they could be brighter, but they do still have color to them.
They're just kind of runny.
Yeah, just a little runny. Yeah.
I wonder what our new friend has been using to apply all these paints, because it was looking a little weird in there. Not their usual quality. If you don't mind me saying, I hope they don't mind me saying. I feel like they might be listening.
I mean, if they don't have their brush or their wand, that is a brush, they're probably not doing what they normally would do, like you said. So I'm sitting here looking at these doors thinking it falls down and springs back up, then it's hot as summer in the dead of winter. And it looks like we have 3 of the seasons here. We have winter, the fall, the door with the leaf, and summer in the yellow door. I wonder if that flower friend of yours, Tricky Think, was actually giving us a clue to the doors we need to go through.
There is no spring door though.
Fall and spring back up. I'm wondering if fall and spring are tied together, but definitely winter is white, summer is yellow. And I'm wondering if we go through one or the other, if the temperature is going to be the opposite of what it should be.
All right.
Maybe he was just giving us a clue about an order to things. Maybe we just go through the fall door first, since that was the first one he said.
I like that.
I mean, it seems like a reasonable plan.
You gotta pick one, right?
It is true.
Unless anybody else has any ideas about how to pick. I mean, that's just guess,
Guessing is better than not going at all.
Well, you seem to be quite the individual that likes to just take the charge, Tricky Think. So we'll follow your lead as we did to the tower.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, you are small, but you got some brains there.
All right. So do we want to go through the white door with the snowflake, the crimson leaf with the red door, or the yellow door with the glowing sun?
Let's see here. We were saying fall first, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go red leaf.
Just gonna shove food in my mouth. All right, to the red leaf we go. All right.
Well, before we do all that, and I hold out my hand, and I sprinkle a little dirt in it, and a tiny little berry bush appears in my hand, and I hand out good berries to everybody.
Hey.
Those look delicious.
They'll fill you up right good, and they taste pretty good too.
All right. All right. So as you step into the red door, everything kind of warps and swishes and swirls around you. And there we are. Let's set our background. Some fall colors there. You find yourselves standing in a grove of trees, overwhelmed almost by the smell of pine cones and pumpkins. Grove looks like a sunset if it was made out of trees, the radiancy and colors. The treetops are tall. As you stand there taking it all in, a rabbit in a suit runs past, stops just a bit past you, pulls out a pocket watch out of an extra dimensional space, stands on its hind legs. Oh, I'm tardy. I can hardly be tardy. Marley is hardly ever tardy. Drat! Looks around anxiously. Well, where are you headed?
That is a fabulous question. Where are you headed?
Well, I'm headed to the tea party, of course, but I'm tardy. Marley can hardly be tardy.
And you're Marley.
I am Marley. Yes, and you are not Marley.
Oh, no. I am definitely not Marley, and
Well, I was right.
I'm pretty
I
sure
said that.
neither of these are either.
Oh, well, no one else can be Marley. I am Marley, and there is only one of me. If there were more than one of me, well, that would be rather strange, don't you think?
It's strange enough with one of you. Yep.
Got a point. So this tea party.
Yes, I'm late for it. I'm waiting on my ride. Surely they'll be here. There's no place to hide. Looks at the watch again.
Is there room in your carriage to take all of us?
Why, no. No, you
Well,
must
that's
find your
unfortunate.
own way. I don't even know
Are
where
we
you're going
invited to the
today.
party too?
Are you invited to the party? Are you invited to the party? Well, it's not my party. It's Dory's party, and she likes everyone. I suppose that would include you. You are someone, are you not? You look like someone. And Marley's gonna kind of poke gently at whoever's closest to confirm that you are indeed real. Yes, you do appear to be someone. I don't know if you're someone
not-
fun.
Well, I do like a party.
Who doesn't like a party? There'll
I'm gonna
be
turn to the rest of the group.
tea and cakes and friends and fun. What's not to like? There's something for everyone.
I appreciate the idea of fun. Unfortunately, we have been tasked with a very important task.
Well, where are you going? Do you have any idea? Because Dory knows everything and everyone.
It is not so much that we know where we're going, it's we know what we are looking for.
Oh,
I got it. Marley, we know you're in a rush. Can you help us find a wand paintbrush?
Oh, a paintbrush. Huh. Well, there's a bit of a wonderland deeper in the grove, although it might be kind of difficult to get there. The plant life has been acting rather wonky. They've been hither and fro, slightly bonky.
Are the plant life are they maybe doing a nice little side to side jive there?
No, they've been very aggressive, starting fights, hitting people, and taking bites.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, it'll be fine. You can calm them. They love poetry and spoken word. Just don't agitate them with any birds.
All right, so I'm not going to be saying much.
Well, my ride is here. I must go. And as Marley says that, you see a unicorn strides into the clearing, stops, bends down. Marley mounts upon it. Well, I'll see you later at the party.
Enjoy your party.
Save some cakes for us.
All right, and you can see that Marley and the unicorn take off down, well, a path, but it seems like as they go, the vegetation closes back in behind them. They do seem to be heading towards the center, from what you can tell from this vantage point. Anyways, the center of this wood, this grove that you're in. What would you like
we're
to
just
do?
gonna let a rabbit ride off on a unicorn. You know that unicorn could go on the market for parts of that unicorn could go on the market for a small fort. Oh, is that?
Oh, maybe
that
take that
takes us-
good berry back.
Oh. I mean, I wasn't saying we do it, but wherever they're going might be a big deal. If this Dory knows everybody, maybe they'd be a good person to talk to. We could maybe crash that party for a little bit. I like a spot of tea and a cake.
A spot of tea and a cake?
That party is another distraction.
I don't know. Do you have any better plans?
I like parties.
I don't know. Maybe
Is the rabbit-
we.
Was the rabbit pointing us in a direction for where the...
Yes, pointed down towards the center of the forest to where the party would be. Says Dory kind of knows everyone and everything. It's a bit of a wonderland down there, very colorful and vivid strokes.
So that was the same direction that he went off in.
Generally the same direction, yeah.
I mean, it sounds like the party and the place he was telling us to go are kind of about the same. So we can make two choices and they'll be the same thing. Yeah.
A little bit of a pit stop.
Well, it sounds like we're headed towards some bitey boys, some fighty boys in the woods. Some big, mean, mighty boys. So maybe we should have ourselves a little snacklet on the way, rest up, ask some questions, and then I can do what I do best.
If you, no, not if you, as you start to head kind of into the forest, you can see that the pathway is definitely overgrown. These large Venus flytrap looking plants, these mushrooms that appear to be like a story tall. As a matter of fact, looking around, all of the vegetation here in this grove seems oversized. Almost as if, or perhaps maybe it is you who is undersized.
From the information that was already given, I'm going to pull up my lute off my back and start strumming a few chords and begin to sing to the plants near the path that was opened for Marley, and start singing a little song of a path so clear, a path so near. Please open up and show the way, help us through. Please make our day.
And as you do that, the plants kind of, they sway a little side to side as you're playing your song. And then you see they kind of, for several hundred feet, it's not a very wide path, but there's definitely a clear path. And plants seem to be pretty okay with this. They're, maybe not the best entertainment they've ever had, but
I can maintain that same and continue to sing a song of path clearance as best as my little heart will help, and begin walking down the path.
All right, and Tark, what do you think of this forest, this plant life?
Tark is taking samples of everything and putting them in little pouches.
You're just ripping parts of these plants off?
No, I'm very carefully snipping little bits, little buds, things that can be replaced easily from the plants.
All right. Well, you note that the plants in return seem to be taking little samples from you, plucking your hairs and gently scraping at your skin.
I guess that's only fair.
She's gonna take part of me. You don't hear any voices from these plants, but you sense some happiness from the ones that Vanderfall is playing a song to, and a little bit of just like an air of, I don't know, discontent from the ones that are being sampled. All right, Buick, how are you proceeding?
Well, I feel a little awkward because I usually don't feel so small. So I think just in wonder at the bigness of the mushrooms.
Yeah, you could definitely make a very large mushroom burger. Probably like award-winning sized.
I'm more of a fruitarian.
Fruit. Yes, there is fruit. There's a plum tree ahead. And it smells very sweet, almost too sweet, sickly, very overpowering. You also see, you've been smelling these pumpkins the entire time. As you continue on into the vegetation, you kind of get the idea that you might be in some sort of garden.
Is the tree giant sized, or is it a normal sized tree?
Well, I mean, there are normal proportioned trees, if you please. But looking more and more at them, it doesn't seem like any of these are actually trees so much as like smaller vegetation, like a tomato vine, or a pepper plant. We don't really have any oak trees blooming here, at least no large ones. But yet, everything is still imposingly tall. Alright, does Tricky Think have any encouragement for the plants?
Oh gosh. Not really at the moment.
Oh gosh.
She's just trying to like take everything in because she's never been to the Feywild before.
Mm-hmm.
And so she hasn't really ever experienced the level of
oddities.
Oddities. She's trying not to be rude, but you know how that goes sometimes. Sometimes when you're trying the hardest, it's when you fail the worst.
Oh, absolutely.
But like at most she may stutter out, you look very beautiful to some of the some of the vegetables.
Just some.
You look amazing.
Okay, just some general
delicious. Although I would never eat you.
Just some general encouragement to the plant then. All right. So between the general encouragement, the tepid truce between Tark and the garden, and Vanderfall's continued entertainment, you all managed to find your path through the garden. And you start to hear the sounds of what does sound distinctly like a party. Plates and cups kind of clicking together and a general buzz of conversation. It seems like you're on the right path. Probably maybe another 15, 20 minutes or so. That's a good time to travel. And you find yourselves at a garden tea party, and interestingly enough, there seems to be a small garden inside of this large garden, like normal-sized garden, normal-sized chairs, normal-sized people, normal-sized maple tree. Oh, and that is definitely a normal-sized tabaxi sitting in that tree. As you notice, the cat swings backwards, hangs out upside down, the big toothy grin. Oh, hello. You're here for the party, I can tell. Slightly tardy, but it's just as well. If you can answer a riddle or two or three, I suppose that I can let you go past me. Who would like the riddle first?
I point at Tricky.
I hope that this is not your worst. Riddle 1. Riddle for me. What is it that breaks but never falls, while its partner falls but never breaks? Ooh, a very tricky riddle, quite hard. It's plain to see, as far as it concerns me. Surely, this little riddle isn't too hard for you. After all, aren't you on a mission and you need to be somewhere?
Tricky Think is definitely thinking very hard.
Anyone can answer the riddle if you know it.
I've exhausted all my brain power, which is not that considerable.
All right, yeah.
Oh!
I think somebody has an answer.
Night and day.
Night and day. Why, indeed. Day breaks and night falls. All right. Yes. All right. Chat wanted to help you if you couldn't figure it out. They were gonna help. All right.
Yeah, I never would have figured that out.
All right. Well, you're on the right path. You're gonna make your way in. Just another riddle or two to make sure that you deserve to be in. Riddle 2. How many pieces of pie can you eat if your stomach is empty?
Well, personally, I can eat about 6. But I don't think that was the riddle.
I don't know. I think we eat just about enough. Or
Enough.
maybe the opposite.
Yeah.
Never enough.
Never
when you're
enough.
hungry.
Well, it's a number, I'll tell you that. It's not one of these philosophical questions. Those aren't very riddly in my mind. How many pieces of pie can you eat if your stomach is empty? Or how many bites of pie even?
So Buick is gonna go over to Tricky and go, "You got this," and cast guidance.
All right, guidance. All right.
I'll just lean down and I'll say, "Is it 1?" Very quietly.
Oh, wait. If your stomach is empty, they didn't say if it was empty before or after you eat. So could it possibly be none?
No, your friend was right. It's just 1, because once you eat one, your stomach's not empty.
Stomach's not empty.
Oh, I guess I'm a little smarter than I thought.
Okay.
I just really like pie.
Okay, well, the last riddle's a real doozy, if you ask me. But I have confidence that you'll get it. Just wait and see. Why is a crow like a scribbling book? And you see Mercy's kind of claps their hands together. Surely someone knows.
Could you repeat it?
Why is a crow like a scribbling book? That's fine. I haven't the slightest idea either. Well, I suppose that wasn't very fair of me. So you can go on and have some tea. Mercy's like laughing to themselves, viciously disappearing in a puff of plink smoke. Sorry.
Darn, I had a good thing for her. I actually, and Tricky Think just calls out. I was like, I might have an interesting answer for that if you would like it.
You see just Mercy's head reappear. Ooh, an interesting answer. I'm always interested in anything interesting.
And Tricky Think whispers, both may be penned, but they can never truly be captive.
Ooh.
Oh, look at the big brain.
Oh.
I like this one.
I like where you're going with that. Is it right? Who knows? Maybe I'll use that next time, though.
I figured you might want that for future.
Mm-hmm.
And Tricky Think gives them a thumbs up.
All right. Well, you can head into the tea party. It's decorated like they're preparing for some sort of autumn festival. Multiple pots of tea are brewing and pouring themselves, into the cups. Floating pies are swirling around, plates and forks dancing. Marley is talking to a woman who looks oddly familiar to you all. Definitely elven. Besides that, can't quite place her. She wears a beautifully ornate hat that resembles peacock feathers. Her entire color palette is very warm tones. There are also several other guests present. So you've got Marley the rabbit, Mercy the cat, this woman, and there are a couple of other human, as far as you can tell. They might not be. They've all got nice hats on, so it's hard to tell. You can't see their ears. I mean, for all you know, maybe they're bears. I thought like that was a logic, very logical leap, right?
We missed the memo for hats.
I'm gonna
Does
adjust
the,
my flower crown.
Yes, adjust their flower crowns or clover crowns. Does the woman with the hat bear any resemblance to the woman that was all green?
No. That woman was very old. This one is very youthful and vibrant.
I'm thinking, is it possible that she resembles Estorian?
You know, a little bit. There is a resemblance.
Tricky Think is going to take a few steps forward toward her and like offer a little like curtsy. Good evening, good day, madam.
And she offers a curtsy back at you. She looks at each of you in turn, and then her eyes go very wide, and she begins speaking very quickly. It sounds much like gibberish at first, but as you listen more intently, you begin to realize that it's multiple languages being spoken all at once, switching between them within each very sentence. So go through real quick, and we're gonna find out what languages we talk if you can understand this whole thing. Piece it together. Does somebody speak Elvish?
I'm trying to double check because I think I do.
All right. Well, Buick speaks Elvish, so
Okay.
we've got one there. Covered that at least. Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
You.
Yay! All right. How about Sylvan?
I do.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we've got that covered.
All right. And last but not least, how about Orcish? Does anybody speak Orcish?
Quite possibly.
Quite possibly. I mean, it's never the wrong time to pick up a new language, of course.
I probably speak Goblinoid, actually.
I was gonna say, I would look at your sheet. You've got Common and Goblin, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at mine too. I don't think I do.
Tarktuk, Draconic, and Giant, and Druidic, of course. Buick, Elvish, Goblin, Sylvan, Vanderfall, Dwarvish, and Sylvan, and Tricky Think has Sylvan, Goblin, and Thieves' Cant.
So I have comprehend languages as a spell that I could cast for the missing puzzle speed piece there.
Okay. Well, you that's totally an option. If you want to comprehend languages, then that is a powerful tool in your arsenal there.
I will.
But between you all, though, you've definitely figured out like, she is mixing up her languages here. This is worse than mixing metaphors.
Excuse me, miss, can you talk in one language, maybe? Would that be all right?
She opens her mouth to speak again, and it comes out still this strange mixture of gibberish. But you've gotten your comprehend language, and cast that now. That's gone on. Yep. So you're able to interpret finally, because you were catching the words here and there, and you're like, something about waiting, and now that you've gotten it all sorted, she's telling you that she's been waiting for someone else to arrive. They needed someone else to channel the magic for them. they need to clear 3 charges of a curse that was put on themselves. And it's been very difficult because they need quite powerful assistance. So there's a couple options that you can use to assist her in clearing this curse. And Mercy kind of helps, put it into words that are a little bit more understandable. So, one thing that can help is spellcasters. Looks like you've got some of those. You can use your potential. So use a spell slot to clear one of these charges, or you can agree to just bear some of this burden yourself. It's very heavy and weighing her down, and really, honestly, that makes her frown. And it just, bearing this burden is fine. It's just a bit of a mental burden. We all deal with that all the time, right? It's gonna be fine. Or you can try to analyze this weird magic going on and seeing if you can pull the strings of magic and sort the weave out here. It's a bit muddled. So we've got some options there. And any one person can choose one option. So we just need 3 people to do something.
Cool. You know what, miss? If you're feeling a little down, you're feeling a little clouded, my head is entirely empty all the time. I am sailing on a calm sea. I would be glad to take a bit of the burden for you.
All right. So you agreed to bear some of the burdens. All right. Can you roll a d10 for me?
Polar bear.
After recognizing, that there might have been bears, and then her emphasis on bear, I'm gonna do a quick over my shoulder and check the other guests. Okay, that was a 4.
4! 4's fine. It's only a slight mental burden on you. You take 4 psychic damage. And anytime you get very, very happy, you roar like a bear.
Oh, okay. That's Tuesday. That's cool.
That's fine. All right. Who else wishes to assess this lady? Yes.
I will burn a spell slot for her.
All right. As you burn this spell slot for her, you feel this rush of euphoria and a little bit of muddling in your mind real quick, as it seems like all of your thoughts kind of swirl together before sorting themselves back out, putting themselves into place. It was, that was a whirlwind for a minute, though. The next time you cast a spell, we're going to roll on the Wild Magic Surge.
Nice.
Great. And if everyone wants us to roll even more Wild Magic Surges, you can donate and support our charity, and we can roll Wild Magic Surges for everyone and get this thing really interesting. Because where better to have wild magic happening frequently than in the Feywild? Who says we don't need... Yeah, we need like 40 unicorns, right?
Everybody loves unicorns. Come on.
And we need one more assistance.
I'll go ahead and do it.
All right. Oh, everybody. All right, Tark.
Everybody at once.
Yeah.
All right, Tark did speak first. All right, and how are you assisting?
I will donate a spell slot.
All right, you're donating a spell slot. You get that same really jumbled up. It feels like all of your emotions and thoughts are happening at once before they sort themselves back out. And if you cast a spell, we're going to do some wild magic surges. Yes. All right. With the curse cleared, she starts to cough. Just like, almost like she's choking. Anybody do anything?
Oh, ma'am. And I produce a handkerchief.
Okay, you produce a handkerchief. All right. Well, nobody moving to help her. Mercy
I would like to perform the Heimlich.
Okay. You perform the Heimlich. As you're performing the Heimlich, or someone's thumping her on the back or whatever, into this very lovely handkerchief, she coughs out what looks like a little wooden frog, and it is hopping. Whoop.
That's gross.
Can I do a dex test to just go ahead and catch that frog in my handkerchief? It is woodwork after all.
It is.
right?
It is woodwork. No dex check required. She actually gathers it in your handkerchief and just passes the whole thing back to you.
And I just
Had a little frog in your throat, I guess.
Oh yes, that was horrid. A strange figure gave that to me after speaking so torrid. I trusted it friendly and something in kind, but I think now that I have changed my mind. I owe you lot quite a bit. Believe this is far from it. To speak again, oh, such a joy, and no thanks to you too, truly. Oi. I believe that little frog, might help you, I don't know, other languages, because I don't know that I knew all of those that I was saying. But you'll probably be able to figure that out on your own later, don't you think? Well, either way, I'm not too worried. I haven't been able to sleep a wink. Well,
Neat.
It sounds like you're going to bed, but maybe before you're off, could you help us?
help you. Oh,
We're looking for a paintbrush.
yes, you helped me and I help you. Oh, this is generally how things go, correct? Well, a paintbrush. I haven't seen one lately, but it's not been my turn. Typically, I don't get it until after all of the leaves burn.
So the brush changes hands when seasons change. Yes?
I was gonna say I had a thought.
Ooh, you had a thought, just the one.
Well, yes, I mean, you got to pace yourself.
Well, do go on. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Well, it wasn't original. Tricky think, our small friend here with the big brain, they caught that one. I was too slow.
Tricky think is very fast.
So you had a thought, but you let it go? I'm very
Well, it's
confused.
getting a little crowded in here. I got all your vibes going on in here. I got to process that on out.
I feel that only so much room in the old noggin.
It's a common problem.
Well, you should hang on to the frog if your vision's not right. It helps you see things that are normally hidden from sight.
Oh, hey. Means I don't have to pop for glasses.
But, I believe that you're meant to be on your way. You're not going to find what you're looking for, but I can see there's a door. You look behind you, and there is a green doorway with like a blooming rose above it.
Another turnaround.
Well,
Fall and then spring back. So spring will take us back, maybe.
before you go, though, feel free to have some tea and cake and whatever else floats your fancy.
Sit down and start eating.
Put some cakes in my bag and my satchel, my traveler's satchel for later.
They're adorable, tiny little cakes, little fairy cakes.
Look at
So I
them.
will
Good tea.
hold them.
Yeah.
I'll hold them like this as I eat them between two fingers.
Oh, for you, they are extra
Yeah.
small, like little,
like thimble sized.
yeah, like just
They're
one,
probably
just
huge
one.
for me, aren't they?
Well,
Almost all.
for you, like a hostess cake.
Are these vegan cupcakes?
Have you been eating my plants?
Well, no, I'm just asking if these are vegan. I wouldn't eat a plant unless it gave me permission.
That's true. Tark is very polite.
I don't know. I didn't bake them. I tend to burn things.
What kind of things?
So I want to ask a question of our host.
Yes.
There are other doors too that we have to go through, but which one would you choose? Help us. My rhyme's off. My bardic inspiration for myself is dead. So there are two other doors. One that is white, one that is yellow. Could you tell us which one? Could you help this poor fellow?
There you go. Oh, how very good. You're a poet. I'm not sure if you knew.
Hey, that doesn't rhyme.
Well, I'm not the poet. Let's see. Which door would I go through? Well, I have a soft spot for a warm summer day, because summer always heralds my arrival.
Hey, everybody, let's go get some sun. The lady, well, she's handed me a pun. Frog in her throat.
And now you're done.
Would I know? I think these ladies Eladrin?
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen an Eladrin or two. This Eladrin. Estorian was an Eladrin. This woman, definitely an Eladrin. Yeah.
Did we note what season Estorian was?
Green and blooming.
Okay, so Estorian is more than likely
Spring.
our version of spring. So yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Well, you only have the one doorway right now, and it's green. So, you depart through.
And so we spring back because the Estorian's domain is spring. And Tricky Fink will be saying this out loud.
Yes, of course.
Like, thinking through this.
I have to keep reminding myself that Tark only has 8 intelligence.
This is why I went with 10 intelligence.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, though. Even someone with 8 intelligence gets to have an epiphany every now and again, okay? You got your one good thought for the day.
I did. I got the rhymes. I heard the riddle, so that's my one good thought.
All right. So as you finish all your tea and your cakes, and you step back through the door, whirls and morphs, and you find yourselves once more in the palace, in the throne room. Historian before you looks at you. Well, was it there? Or no, your face tells me that we need to look further. We need to look more. I should send you through another door. Are you looking for warm? Or are you looking for hot? Or are you looking for cold? Or something that's not?
I don't know about the rest of my friends here, but I think it's time for us to maybe enjoy a brief vacation at another summer home.
Another summer home. Okay.
I don't know, friends. Is that where we want to roam?
It sounds like that's what's next. Isn't that what the flower told us too? Hot as the summer in the middle of winter. So that would be still the third door to go through. Yeah.
Yeah. And
the flower told you. Is he giving clues again?
No.
No, absolutely not. We would never knock on a new friend. Not absolutely. No flower told us anything of any import.
I'll have a word with him. He likes to confuse my guest when they've only just arrived. But perhaps this time, he's trying his best. After all, the fate of the world in your hands does rest.
Well, no pressure or anything.
Yeah, the fate of the what now?
Estorian.
That's
Question.
answer.
Are you familiar with who makes these crowns?
Oh. Wait. No. Someone else is making things in canvas. It looks very affronted all of a sudden. No one should be making things in canvas. I am its sole creator. Who made this?
And Tricky Things just kind of throws up her hands and shrugs.
Mysterious, strange, unexpected.
I will tell him that it was a woman green, though not mean, gave us these clover crowns, one for each, all around.
A woman green who was not mean. But you saw her. She was seen. Therefore, she's real. I will look into this. This is a serious matter. Well, you must be on. You must go.
Yeah,
Into the
it's,
warm, away from the snow. Okay. Well, you see both doors again behind you. Well, I hope your quest has more success here. Things are getting worse. It's just as I fear. As you can see now, looking around the palace, it does seem a bit more gray. Not exactly what you wanted.
Oh, this place is turning into a bummer. Come on, friends. Let's head into summer.
Oh, that was pretty good. That was a good one.
I'm feeling.
Oh.
Yeah, I had another thought.
2 for today. That's crazy.
This is above average.
Slow down.
I'm pacing myself. I just had a snack. We're gonna be good. I got calories.
All right. Need to go.
Yeah, through the summer door we
So-
go.
I just wanted to say, Tricky Thing kind of gives Estorian a strange look, and then just brightens up, and then turns around and heads towards the summer door.
All right. Oops. I definitely got the wrong color. Ah! Need it. Oh, I'm messing up all my colors here. Let me just delete this. There we are. All right. There we are. All right. You head through the yellow door with the sun. The world morphs and warps around you. And you find yourself arriving amongst a bunch of sand dunes. The sand here is pitch black, goes on for miles as far as you can see. You're standing on the side of a massive sand hill, and on the other side of it, you hear and feel a massive rumbling. What would you like to do?
Ooh, sun's out, and I'm hearing some noise. You know what that means?
Time to get our
It's
buns
guns out.
Ah, I thought we were getting our buns out. Ah, okay, fine.
I'm just gonna rip off my sleeves.
All right. So
Wait, did you have buttons on your sleeves just so you could do that?
Oh, my friend. No.
no.
Why?
I mean, then you can use the same clothes over and over. You don't have to replace them every time.
Use the same clothes over. What?
Wear the same thing more than once?
No.
It's simply not done.
No.
All right. Let's see. All right. Cool. All right. So as we head through here, and as no one has cast any more magic, we're gonna go ahead and trigger some wild magic surges as we top this hill. So we are topping this hill, right? That was what we decided. We're gonna go see what it is. Obviously, it's a horror movie. We need to go see what the sound is. I mean, it's not a horror movie. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Wizard of Oz, okay? Come on now.
Wizard of Oz, okay? It's fine. Everything's great. Yeah. All right. So
Can't we just take the car?
yeah. All right. So we got a couple of wild magic surges to go. Rick, excuse me, Vanderfall, would you like to roll your D100? Let's see what happens as we're starting out on our journey of exploration here. All right.
93.
All right. Hopefully something helpful.
Did I need to roll too because I donated a spell slot?
You do get to roll. All right. So Vanderfall, your size category increases by 1 for the next minute. You're very large suddenly. This would have made a lot more sense in the last place.
I got a 3.
You got 3. Oh, 3, a 3. What can it be? All right.
Something bad.
Well, no, 3's fine. For the next minute, you can see any invisible creature that you have line of sight to.
Beautiful. Do I see any invisible creatures?
You're surrounded by dunes, and you see 4 other creatures near you. They're
Invisible or just otherwise?
No, it's just your friends.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's just your friends right now. All right. Hey, still me. I'm assuming your friends didn't bring any invisible friends. I shouldn't make such assumptions. Did anybody have an invisible mouse in their pocket?
I've got a wooden frog in my pocket.
Oh, that's not invisible though. It was, or it was hidden, which is different than invisible. All right, yeah, that's fine. I think we are getting most of our donations in through our actual players playing games this weekend. We are doing well there with rerolls. But we are into the summer waste. All right, so we got a big person, someone who can suddenly see everything. And as you cross over the dune, you see a massive sandworm rise up from the dunes and then dive into the ground. It definitely looks a little bit like a butthole. I'm sorry, that dune poster looked so much like a butthole.
So this is less stripy and more, yeah. All right.
More of the spice must flow.
Yeah.
Whoever made that had no right to make it look so much.
We are not on Saturn. Okay.
I would like to cast animal friendship.
I think it's Jupiter.
Yes. Let me describe the rest of what you see besides giant butthole. Sorry.
Don't need to see anything else.
That was all we can see at first. You see dozens and dozens of sculptures all across the sand. Many of them look like people, others look like animals and creatures. Some are simply objects like furniture or massive weapons. About 100 feet away from you, down the dunes, in the direction of the sandworm, you see what appears to be a golden furred cat, just a regular old cat, standing atop the head of a sand sculpture dragon. Round its neck's collar seems to be made out of brambly vines with a large, very large golden bell attached to it. Tom Nook's probably looking for that bell, honestly. The cat looks at the party, curiously, and seems to almost stare into your soul. The sandworm jumps from the sand again, and we were casting animal handling on it.
Friendship, yeah.
Animal friendship. We're actually casting a spell. We're casting a spell, everybody. All right. Animal friendship. All right. How does that go?
Well, if it's not a beast, it doesn't do anything.
All right. Well.
But if it is, then it needs to make a wisdom save.
All right. It is a monstrosity. I know. That's always the worst.
Park looks sad. Wanted to talk to the butthole.
The cat looks like a cat though. And the cat, as the sandworm starts to in and out, starts to meow, and it sounds very panicked.
I go after him right away.
Yeah,
I'm coming, little dude.
Hey, everybody, there's a cat.
All right. So we're running. All right.
So I'm not going to run. I'm going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
and instruct the unseen servant to retrieve and rescue the cat, and then pull my lute out again. No, my pan flute, and begin playing the pan flute because I once read that music calms the savage beast.
I mean, that's a thought. All right. You cast Unseen Servant, and everyone else starts to run. Everyone who is running, needs to make me a dexterity saving throw, please, as the worm tries to strike you down.
Of course it does.
Of course it does.
Of course it does.
You said it looked like a butthole. I mean, I said that, but whatever.
Oh, that's oh.
Oh no.
Got an 18.
Okay, 18 is good. You are
Get eaten by the butthole.
you
Is
were
11 also good?
you were focused and determined on getting that cat. 11 is not good.
I like cats. What can I say?
All right, Hooper, Mock.
How many of my homies are
Uh,
visible to me?
how many of your homies are visible? Everyone is on this side of the dune. There's not another dune between you and the cat, so everyone should be within your line of sight.
Okay. Let's see here. I have to use
A thing.
yeah, a thing.
We've-
I might be tripping, like literally tripping on the sand here in my excitement to go meet this cat.
And probably to check out these statues. The carving on them is so good.
Yeah, these are looking sick. So, doing a little bit of a stumble. But in order to save face, I've got, I'm kind of proud still, I look around and I have to add the number of my friends to my roll here.
Oh, very inspiring.
Yeah. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 15.
15. 15's a nice number. All right. Tricky Think, are you running as well?
I'm running and I got a 24.
And you got a 24. Tricky Think is nimble as fuck. Yeah.
She's just like surfing down the dune.
No, just like leaping nimbly from one sculpture to the next. Floor is lava, everybody. Can't touch the sand.
Oh, so the statues are dotting the dunes too? They're not just down below where the cat is?
Yeah, so they're dotting the dunes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as you come over the hill, it's just like sculptures. And then going down into the, I don't know, it's not really a valley because there's not another dune right there, but yeah.
The Lee.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my goodness. All right, my dog has come up. He's been outside. He's 15 years old and his ears are cold, so he needs me to rub them real quick. We've got several inches of snow.
Yeah, we got a bunch up here too. Or down here, I guess, for you.
Yeah.
It's still snowing here.
It's supposed to snow some more here too. Sorry, everybody, the dog's not on camera, so you can't all see him. Sorry. I've let the viewers down. Show us the dog. He's gone. Yeah. All right. So Buick stumbles and base plants. Buick, will you roll 2d6 for yourself?
Sure.
Yeah.
6.
6. All right, that's not too bad then. It's average. You take 6 slashing damage as the worm smacks you with its tail. And then let me roll to see if I can catch you and try to eat you. Where's my die?
I will be right back.
Yeah, you're good. Take care. I'm gonna roll this beautiful pink die. Let's see. We've got. Oh no! I only got a 5. All right. Well, I have swooped you around, but you land in the sand instead of in my mouth. So, 6 slashing damage is all you get. Your other friends have made it. We're all running, so we've made it like 60 feet. And have stopped on the sand, on sculptures, as you see that you're touching the sand seems to agitate this worm. You've still got another couple hundred feet before you can get to the cat, who does not seem to want to leave its perch at all.
I'm kind of standing there. Cat.
All right, Vanderval, how far can your unseen servant go?
That's a great question. I was not prepared for that at all. Range is 60 feet.
All right, yeah, you're gonna have to move if you want it to get to the cat.
Yep, I will have to move.
All right, so from where you all started, the cat is about 200 feet from there. So everyone else has moved about 60 feet. Buick. Oh gosh, I forgot to roll for how far did Buick get flung and what direction.
Oddly,
Flung.
150 feet towards the cat.
Right.
He did get flung 50 feet.
But which direction?
All right. Let's let Buick decide that. Give me a D4. North, east, south, west. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to go north.
1.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh! Buick has been flung in the correct direction. Nice. All right. So Buick ran forward. We'll say, 30 feet, and then got flung another 50. Well, you know what? No. Let's just make it an even 100. You're 100 feet forward, and you're just like looking back at everyone who's behind you suddenly.
Did anyone get to the cat yet?
Nobody's gotten to the cat. The cat is still, it's 200 feet from where you started. The cat looks at you, all again, and it seems to be scratching at its neck. Its collar is agitating it, and as it scratch, the bell chimes out loudly, and you feel this rumbling again. All right. We're still headed toward the cat, though.
Yes.
What is everybody
Yep.
doing? Are we?
Kitty.
All right. Are we sticking to the same plan?
Well, so how close together are the sculptures and such?
So the sculptures up near the top are pretty close together. If you're nimble, you could leap from them 1 to 1. But as you get further down towards the cat, they're a little bit more spaced apart. Probably like 10 to 15 feet between each sculpture, depending on the area. So it's gonna be a little trickier if you're wanting to just stay on the sculptures specifically.
Okay, so the this is meta. I'm doing hand on hand.
Yeah.
For meta conversation. So the previous monk I played was one of my favorite characters and had boots of spider climb. So I've given Mock here slippers of spider climb. I think that's a proper monk tool. So I'm going to try to up onto one of the sculptures,
Okay.
and then do some hoppies from sculpture to sculpture.
All right.
As I land, if I land properly, I'll be like, "Cat, bro."
Yeah. All right. Well, you've got your slippers. And the slippers, we're gonna say, give you assistance in this. They help you really stick the landing.
Okay.
Hopefully where you want. So we'll give you advantage on your dexterity save as you run and jump. Anybody else have something that they're doing to try to help them get through this without being thrown who knows where by the worm?
Yeah, I think Buick has decided that he's probably not going to make it.
Just gonna
so
stand
well
in the
across
back
sand.
and stand in the back and shout encouragements.
And so he's gonna, as soon as it doesn't seem like Tricky Think needs any help. So as soon as Vanderfall and Tark are close enough, he's gonna cast Bless and say, "Lady Titania, guide you," and also on himself.
All right, Lady of
And then
Titania.
he's just gonna start like banging his shield on the ground to try and get the attention of the worm.
Okay. All right. So we've put down our thumper, and we're trying to call the attention over to us. All right. Sure.
Okay, so the statues, how big are they? Are they big enough that if I wanted to, I could like climb on one?
I
I'm
mean,
a pretty large person.
Yeah, they're some of them are fairly lifelike, some of them are larger than life, but they all seem very sturdy. Like whatever this black material they're made out of, it is intense. It's probably this black sand made into some sort of glass. It's very hardened, but whatever. How did these people get here? Or sculptures. I mean sculptures. I totally mean sculptures.
I want to do bardic inspiration as well.
Okay.
On Tricky Think.
Okay.
You're good enough. You're fast enough, and god darn it, you're gonna get there quick.
All right. You're our only hope.
You know what, Tricky Think? People like you.
Okay.
Like
At that, she just bursts out laughing.
Yeah. All right. All right. Good news. I flipped a coin and heads. Your distraction technique for the worm works. So I'm gonna give everyone who's not you, Buick, because you're drawing the worm towards you. Everyone else gets +2 to their roll. All right, so let's make whatever rolls we're doing. If we're all dashing some sort of way, jumping, springing, we all get a dexterity save. Theoretically, we could make it in this turn if we, the stars align. All right. Yeah, who wants to go first? Yeah, who's running first?
Can.
All right.
I already rolled.
Okay.
With the extra +2, it's another 24.
All right. Well, nobody likes to show off, but you run as fast as you can. So you've dashed twice. That's yeah. Do you have anything to get you any extra movement, or have you only made it the 120?
I've only made it 120, I think. I thought I had something, but I think I was looking at it, but ended up not taking it.
Okay, that's not a problem. All right. So Tricky Think has still nimbly jumping from sculpture to sculpture. I assume looking back, like I don't know why everyone's having a problem. I don't know. This is easy. This is fun. All right.
Are you guys sure that goblin isn't part cat?
No, we're not.
I rolled an 18. Tark's giant feet are doing him well on these giant sand dunes.
All right. Yeah, you are. You're striding quickly. You're like, God. Fortunately,
She's more like cat.
Must save the kitty. Ah. All right. How about you, Mock?
Oh man. So plus how much for the slippers?
You got advantage for the slippers and then +2 for the other.
Okay. Thank God.
Mock should definitely. I'm gonna.
That didn't help anything. 10.
I should shut my mouth. I'm sorry.
Fine.
I did that. My bad. Mock got a 10. All right. Mock, will you roll me 2d6 as the worm slashes at you? And let me see if I can. I can't roll higher than a 5. I got a 3, so I'm not eating you.
Sweet.
All right, and then I need.
Don't bite me, worm. 18.
18. Cool.
Now I roll high.
Wait, how did you get an 18 from 2d6?
I'm stupid. 12. Now I can roll high. Yeah.
Doubles. Yeah. Okay.
No thoughts.
All right. So you had them all at once.
Yeah.
We're done now.
Yeah.
Use them all up.
Yep.
So you're gonna take 12 slashing damage, and you're going to be hurled 10 feet in. I'll just roll here. 10 feet in a northerly direction.
Lucky.
Nice. So you've gone 60, and you've gone 60, and you've gone another 10. So you're like 120 forward. You have just passed Buick, who was thumping this worm, which is probably why you got hit by it. Whatever. Buick, you're running. So you did the thump, and then you're trying to run. Right.
And then the save was a 9, and then I rolled
even
the
with
bless.
Uh-huh.
And that added 1 to it.
Okay, so even with the +2, you're still not doing so hot. All right, so the worm, it's on to you in your wily ways. So roll some damage, and oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm gonna eat you. I rolled a 20.
Well, I rolled a 10.
Okay. All right.
6.
All right. 10. All right, I scoop you up into my little mouth, and we head off.
Little.
Yeah, little mouth, and we head off in a northernly direction. I don't know why we can only roll ones on d4s, everybody. That's it. That's the rule, apparently. That would also be true if I was trying to do damage with it, though, so it's fine. All right. So Buick is now inside the worm, still heading in the correct direction, and everyone else is on foot. All right. Cool. I think we got one more
So
turn.
he got swallowed by the worm?
The worm has. Yeah, he's fine. He seems fine. He's not
He's
screaming.
currently being gummed.
Yeah.
It's probably all right.
The swallowing is in process. It's first I've scooped him up. Then I have to close my maw. Then I have to work my muscles. And then I have to do that a couple more times. And then a couple more days. And then it comes all the way out the other end. It's fine.
Not 1,000 years?
I don't know. That's
Not
hard.
playing Star Wars. Come on.
Excuse you. Boba Fett wasn't in there that long.
Well, no. But that's Boba Fett.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, that's true. We're not wearing Beskar. All right. Everybody else can ostensibly make it this turn. All right. Any cool actions to help you on your third and ostensibly final turn, dashing through the sands?
I am bleeding internally at this point.
What?
So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy a good berry.
All right.
And I think I had to make a concentration check as well for my bless.
Yes.
And I forgot what good berries do.
1 hit point, and you feel full and fresh and rejuvenated. But
It's
you.
like a good meal for the worm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have. I've gained 1 unbroken rib at this point. Okay, super good.
But you
Better
don't
than
have.
all of 'em.
But you don't have any hunger at all.
Which is good because if I ate, I think it would be worse.
Yes. All right.
Sorry, guys, you don't have bless anymore.
All right. Nobody's blessed. I don't think it really. If for everyone who needed it, they only got a low roll anyways, so it was
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. It's okay.
I think Buick's gonna have to try and heal himself.
Okay.
'Cause he's
So.
down to a hit point.
All right, Buick is going to try to heal himself. All right. All right. Anybody else doing something?
Just continuing towards it, and it put us
That's
at
it.
the unseen servant would be close, I think, this turn.
The unseen servant is very close. So you've made it 120 feet, and it goes 60. So you really only need to move like 20 more feet.
Yeah.
So if you want to spend your turn moving extra cautiously.
Yeah, that actually sounds great. And I'll continue to, like I said, play the music that one does in hopes that it might, distract the worm to the sounds of the tunes
right.
of,
All right.
All
right, so we got that. Tricky Think doesn't need to do anything special. Tricky Think just is apparently amazing at this.
Boing, 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 boing.
No, I
Yeah.
built her to be fast. That is the point.
All right, Tark, you got any special plans?
No. I'm just running full tilt towards Kitty.
All right, and then Mock. Plans are
I
to
was-
avoid the worm, right? That's it. That's the whole plan.
Yeah, at this point, maybe I'm having a thought. Maybe Mock's doing a little think, and it's like, maybe if I don't move, I'll die just a little bit less.
That's an option. You don't all have to get
How
there.
far was I launched towards to the north?
10 feet.
Okay, so I'm still pretty far from our cat friend.
Yeah, you need about 50 feet further.
50?
50, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm popping a squat and having myself a chill here.
All right.
Yeah.
Chillin'.
I think Sorry, as Buick is being eaten by this worm, muffled, he says, "Excuse me, there, oh wriggly worm. Don't you know I'll give you hairballs, and I have lots of germs."
Alright, so you're gonna try to persuade
Absolutely.
the worm
Absolutely.
to let you go. Well, I mean, we have established it's not a beast, so maybe you can reason with it. All
Excuse me,
right.
good sir. Could you kindly cough me up?
Don't eat me.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's probably fairly true that he would get a hairball. So
All right. So Vanderfall, you're barely moving at all, so we're definitely gonna give you advantage here
On the dex check, right?
on the dex check.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need to get 20 feet.
Wait, is it check or a save?
Save,
I got
dex save.
13 plus my dex is 16.
Yeah, all right. You have made it. Your invisible servant, your unseen servant can now reach the cat. Tricky think.
All right. Yep. Just making a leap for it. 19.
19. All right, Trick Think is able to make it as well to the cat. Tark.
All right, let's see what I get. I got a 12.
All right. Tark starts lumbering over there. Tark, could you roll me 2d6? And then Tark.
8.
8. All right, so you take 8 damage, and then Tark. As you are being moved into the maw of the worm, would you like to do anything from that location? Buick, you can speak to him from there. It's fine.
Hello down there. I'm gonna guiding bolt the worm.
Oh, right down the maw.
Yeah, if it's got like some tonsils hanging down or something, I'm aiming for those.
Yeah, so you just tell Buick to like suck it in real quick.
Yeah, watch out down there, light incoming.
All right, yeah, all right, yeah, let's do it. That sounds fun.
Well,
What could possibly go wrong?
Dang, I only rolled a 9.
All right, 9 plus, or just 9?
Nope, just 9.
Anybody have anything that can give him like a plus 1?
1d6?
Wait, didn't you have inspiration or something? No.
Inspiration and to tricky think. I would have to.
No.
give it
All right, God.
you used to have blast. That would have helped.
It would have. He needed one more.
Sorry.
Okay.
I got nothing.
But you shoot your light into the maw, and it just kind of goes a little sideways, just fizzles into the esophagus there. However, it was still startling. All right, so we'll come back to that then. So Mock,
Yo,
you're not moving. You decided.
correct, because I would like to not attract the attention.
All right.
Like I'm I'm having a rough old time. I've checked on my little froggy friend.
Okay. All right.
And so, okay. When Vanderfall was playing music,
Mm-hmm.
did that seem to be attracting the attention of the worm?
The worm didn't seem to notice the music at all, but the cat did.
Okay. So, and I'm not going to do a music because I don't have an instrument. But I will access my little frog friend, and
Yeah, I mean yeah, sorry, chat's got a good point. That would have been a great time for us to have had some rerolls.
now my brand new little froggy buddy,
Mm-hmm.
is he or they is this frog person?
Mm-hmm.
Are they trying to escape my grasp? Are they trying to run away? Are they
Nope.
chilling with?
Nope,
Okay,
they
cool.
they seem very content to be your frog.
Excellent. Then I'm gonna try to yell out to the cat. The cat, what's up?
All right, so you point the frog at the cat.
Yeah, kind of. I'm like gonna hold the frog in one hand, and again my same
All right.
gesture. What's up?
So something that you notice that absolutely no one else sees as you point the frog at the cat suddenly looks very much like an elf. All decked out in bright yellows and everything, but with this like chain around its neck.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems very distressed when you look at it. If you put the frog back down, it looks like a cat again.
Okay. So I'm doing a little bit of this real quick. Is it a lady elf?
Uh
Can I tell from the distance?
Indeterminate?
Okay. So it's not necessarily familiar.
It does look familiar.
Okay.
Both the lady elf and Estorian looks very familiar to these. Probably related. This one's just very gender fluid looking.
Oh,
Could go either.
Right. Oh, wow, I don't think Mock's having any. That's a weird one. Like he's
Mock's just like,
he's like, well, that's a heck of a thing. Hey, we got a shape changing elf on our hands. Going through his own little Hanna-Barbera animation loop.
all right. Are you shouting that out to your companions?
Yes, yeah.
All right. So he's shouting out to the companions. We have a shape-changing elf on our hands. No additional detail. That's all you know. Who's shape-changing? Nobody knows.
Too many thoughts.
Too many thoughts. All right. Tricky Think, you have made it to the cat. Vanderfall, your unseen servant, has made it to the cat. The cat is still scratching furiously at the collar, and also very pleased by this music. Takes time to sit and kind of bop along.
Does the collar have any sort of latch, or is it like one solid piece of whatever?
Yeah, no, it has a latch. You could definitely, reach behind the neck of the cat, where the cat can't reach.
Okay. I want to go ahead and try and take the collar off since it looks so uncomfortable.
Okay.
I may regret this later, but that's what I'm doing now.
All right. You take the collar, off of the cat, and the cat then speaks in a voice that sounds oddly familiar. Oh, thank you. I must be off. I have to run. But I won't forget. This has been fun. I have a thing to give to you. It'll help you see what you need to do. And then pulls out of an extra dimensional space, hopefully, a large red gem.
And Tricky Think's eyes light up just for a moment, although she takes a moment and like bows to the cat and lightly takes the gem. Can you tell me or describe to me who did this to you?
Yes. A strange plant-like creature of, came and put this collar on me after painting this worm into existence.
Do you know where this plant-like creature went?
Well, I went to follow them, but found that I was stuck here. So, no, I do not know. Although, I would like to. I would like to.
What's going on with the worm twins here?
Worm twin powers activate.
Yeah.
Shape of worm.
So you've got the cat collar off now, you all hear Estorian's voice in your head again. Hello? I hope you're all right. I heard there was a worm in the area and that gave me such a fright. Do you need to go to somewhere else to continue your search?
So the worm just vanished, or
No, the worm is still
eating us?
still worming around, but you've got this voice just putzing around, but you've got this voice in your head. Estorian's like, oh, fuck. I heard there was a worm. I'm here to help, but not here, but like here.
Yeah, if you could maybe like get us out of this worm, it's kind of painful.
You see, you hear, oh, I think I can do that. And then you hear the two of you, Tark and Buick, just let go. And you look down into the maw and you see a miniature white door with a snowflake.
Look over at Buick and I go, I'm kind of afraid of heights.
Here, take my hand.
I take his hand.
And then you both just let go and plunge down.
Ah!
All right.
See, that helped.
So those of you not in the worm have seen like this swirling mist around the maw of the worm, and then that just disappears. And the rest of you see this doorway appear where the cat was. Where the cat was, and it seems very welcoming, white with the snowflake. Do you wish to head towards it?
I'm gonna go ahead and head towards it. Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
Well, you're right next to it. You just walk into it. Everyone else heads
Okay.
toward it. It seems like, fortunately for the other two of you, Vanderfall and Mock, the worm doesn't want anything to do with the doorway, so you are able to make your way there unscathed.
And does my unseen servant come with us?
Yeah, you could bring him.
Perfect.
All right. Cool. All right. As you pass through the door, you find yourselves. Whoops. I gotta click the right thing before I scroll. You find yourselves in a snow-covered glade. It is very snow-covered. You can feel the wind whipping around, and you sense that you should be very cold. But there is no cold at all whatsoever. It just looks like a winter wonderland.
Looks like we got something in the chat.
All right.
Magic item.
Ooh, add a magic item. All right. Tapper Goat, did you have a magic item in mind? If so, tell us that. If not, we will randomly select one.
This is somebody from one of my groups, so it's gonna be something ridiculous.
All right, something to make Andrew's life miserable.
Yes.
While that's being figured out, is it okay if I go? I'm going to go to Mock and I'm going to cast Mend on their sleeves.
Okay.
So
Thanks, bro.
yeah, I mean, keep it real, and I give you a little like, all right, there we go. Now we're gonna be really, everything's gonna go great this time. We're gonna find what we need to find, and give them bardic inspiration. You're gonna do amazing things. This why we're here. I have faith in you.
You know, you're a real bro. I appreciate that, Vanderfall.
Yeah. All right. Magic items. Yeah.
Wand of Wonder. I know who that is.
Oh God.
I don't know about a wand of wonder, but let's see. Let's see.
Wand of mediocre.
Wand of slightly more wonderful than normal.
Oh, let's see. What's the best way to get a random item?
While you're picking that, can anybody heal anything?
Yeah, that's a great question.
I can.
'Cause Yeah, I'm made out of wounds.
Yeah, once we get into the winter area, I'll throw out some heals.
All right, you are in the winter area.
Okay, so they walk through the door. Do the worm twins just kind of drop in, or how does that work?
So these two dropped into the glade before you and are laying on their back in the snow. As the other three of you walk through the door, and you just find them there, all wounded and complaining.
Making snow angels.
I was just gonna say I make a snow angel.
All right. A B C D E F. I'm gonna see.
A flight of healing potions.
Cool. All right. Cool. So we are going to get a random thing from this thing, and
John has a good random item table.
yeah. Let's see. I have rolled on the random magic item table F, and you have acquired boots of springing and striding.
Oh, okay.
Well, that would have been real helpful a minute ago.
You know, timey-wimey. It's fine.
Who wants the boots of striding and springing? Does anybody wear heavy armor?
No.
I do. Yeah, chainmail's technically heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want the boots then?
Oh, does it help you not be so loud or something?
Well, you don't have a speed reduction from wearing heavy armor, and you can jump 3 times the normal distance.
Yeah. Sure. I don't think I do anyway, since I'm a bugbear.
You don't feel weighed down by the expectations of your armor.
Right.
More of life, as I'm helping him put
Sure.
on his boots. I'll help Buick put their boots on, and I was like, these are going to help you. And if you just are as pure in your faith as you are in your companions, everything's just going to work out. I think we're going to do just fine. And I'm going to give my last bardic inspiration to Skylark.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. I mean, I've randomly rolled some other items, and none of them are more useful. Don't worry.
That's what happens when you roll on like a low-level magic item table. You get a bunch of like dusts and stuff like that.
But I didn't. I rolled on table F.
Oh yeah, there's some good stuff on that table.
And then there's some boots.
Some boots and striding. Yes.
That's okay.
One more time though. Did anybody do a heal?
Yeah, I was about to do that.
Do we want to do that or just take a short rest and take some hit dice?
I can save the slots.
All right. Let's do all of that. While we are doing our healing and everything, I am also going to take us on a real life 5-minute break so we can potty and all of that things that streams do. And we will be right back, everyone. You can all think about how much cool stuff you want to send to our players who aren't doing so hot. In the meantime, if you want to do any donations. All right, we will be right back, everybody. Alrighty, everybody. All right. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. We are back. All right. We left everybody. I mean, we didn't really leave you. We were here all along. But when we left you, though, we had just arrived in winter. All right. Taking turns D&D bought a reroll. You could have used that earlier.
Yeah, could have, yeah. That's too slow on the donation.
When I was like, Andrew, is there anything you want to do? He could have been like, I donate $10, reroll.
I don't have $10 for rerolls, okay?
I know. That's fine. That's fine. I'm kidding.
Leave that for whoever feels they need it.
Yeah.
Whoever's
All right.
supposed to
So we
pick
have
it
a
up.
reroll in the pool for when it's needed. I got it. I marked it. All right. All right. So we have arrived in winter. We have taken a short rest here because it's not cold, despite what we felt it should be. So we were able to get a little rest in. All right. Let me pull back up my thing here. All right. All right. As you all are completing your rest and waking up, everyone who had a passive perception 15 starts to hear what sounds like a massive snowstorm forming in the distance behind you. As you turn to look, the snow is deep blue, and you actually can feel now the chill. Sorry, Reverend Jay, I don't know if I have .perks or exclamation perks set on my own channel where you're at, so let me just drop that for you. I just realized. Multi-stream. Alright. And let me drop the other one as well, so that you know how to do that. You can feel the chill coming through with this snowstorm. The chill that previously wasn't present. Storm is making its way in. It's closing in on all of you, and the thicket ahead of you will probably provide the best cover nearby. It seems prudent to probably get there as quickly as you can. So there's open clearing ahead of you, tree line. You can take a number of actions to try to evade this or decide that you don't care. The tree line is about 300 feet ahead, extends hundreds of feet in either direction. There's plenty of large snowdrifts and snow piles around you that you can try to attempt to take somewhat of cover in, but you know they're not going to be as effective as the actual tree line. There are tons of wildlife in the animal that are potentially helpful or hindrances, as it seems fit.
And I make snowballs.
And you make snowballs. That's also potentially helpful, but more likely hindrance. All right. And as you look ahead, the tree line ahead of you, you see a figure there, kind of hunched over in her dark green cloak, her, all bundled up in it, this green figure that you saw way back before, and she kind of gestures at you, silently beckoning you from the tree line. What would you like to do with this snowstorm bearing down on you? I know Tark's probably just like, it's fine.
Is it really moving fast, like an avalanche, like it's coming at us?
It is moving pretty fast. Not quite avalanche, but like the wind is picking up and it's closing in on you.
Okay.
Hey guys, there's a storm coming in, and I don't think that's blueberry snow cones flavor. I think it's gonna be really cold, really soon.
Is anybody still hurt, by the way? Just curious. Any damage?
Yeah, I'm down 4.
All right. During our short break, our short rest, I would have done a Song of Rest, so you could get a 1d6 add roll on that as well.
Thank you.
Do you roll that and then we all get it, or I don't know exactly how that works.
Here, I'll just roll a number. And
It can go either way.
5.
5. Everybody gets 5. If you healed. That is. All right. So we'll kind of go around here. Andrew, what does Tark do seeing this snowstorm imminently approaching, are you trying to set out first? Are you trying to hang back and shelter your smaller friends, or what?
I will. I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't know, this is hard. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of try to take the lead and use my giant form to block the wind and snow from everybody else.
Okay.
And
All right.
I can't turn into any animals that are bigger than I am at this point, so that's not really gonna help anything.
No, but I don't know. Are these animals stronger than you and able to carry more?
Probably a good idea. Yeah, I'll turn into
A bear.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I don't know if I can turn into a bear at this level. That's what I was like,
Turn into a black bear.
I think you can turn into a black bear, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, a black bear then.
All right. Mock, Mr. Hooper, what would you like to do?
So if Tark is doing that freaky transformation thing and turning into a bear and scooping up friends onto their back,
Are you just gonna bear with him?
I'm a fast boy. I move real fast. So I'm just gonna be like we all good? And if everybody seems good, I'm just gonna boom, like I'm gonna
all right
dash towards the tree line.
I'm just be like, all right, well I checked in, gotta go.
Yeah, it's we got some real Legolas adjacent movement going on right here with the spider climb and the monk movement.
All right, Buick Skylark.
Yeah, Buick's a pretty big boy too, maybe not quite as big, and he's got a shield. So I think so. The green lady is near the thicket where we're trying to get to, anyways, for cover. Yep.
Yeah.
So he's gonna just kind of say, "Come on," and put his shield up and kind of keep the wind and all that stuff off, like kind of a sideways umbrella sort of thing going on, and try and get some people to whoever's not jumping on the bear can give him a follow. And
all right, Tricky Think,
a little cover.
I'm jumping on the bear.
Jumping on the bear.
I'm gonna pull up my cloak of protection, just like the hood, and keep it up around me and hop on the bear.
All right, Vanderfall.
I will also get on the bear.
All right.
Because I don't have boots of striding and springy.
Aren't you kind of large?
Am I still large from the last scene?
No, not from the last scene.
No, I'm just a normal human.
Okay, normal human. Okay, I couldn't remember if you were like a larger sized human or
no.
Okay.
So hilariously, a black bear is only medium sized, so I'm basically just dragging you all through the snow with my paws and my jaws.
You know, it helps. Whatever.
Right.
All right. So we've all got good plans. All right. So this storm closes in and tries to attack you. Like literally, I am going to roll to attack you with my storm. All right. I am so sorry, Vanderfall.
It's okay.
You're being dragged along, and this storm is obviously angry at you in particular because I have crit you with my storm. This blizzard has crit you. And I'm going to do, fortunately for you, it is not a strong storm yet. It's still gearing up. I'm going to
roll.
Oh, you want me to re-roll that? Okay.
Seems like a good place for it.
I mean, yeah, that does seem fair. All right, I'm going to miss you entirely with a 3 on the die. Okay. All right, cool. Tricky Thing is on the bear, moving pretty quickly. So I got a 2 on the dice. I'm definitely not gonna get you either. Buick Skylark. All right, so you re-rolled away my only good roll. All right, you literally did. I have not hit anybody. All right, cool. So you're all moving along. You're making good time. You get about halfway there, and the woman from the tree line starts beckoning to you, like very urgently. Anybody turns and looks back, it's almost like a solid wall of blue snow. Alarmingly close behind you at this point in time. All right, my storm is gaining power. All right, I hit you, Vanderfall, but I didn't crit you this time. All right, however, I am now rolling d6, not d4.
Did you roll last time to attack me?
I did. I rolled to attack everybody.
Oh, because my AC is only 11.
Yeah, I rolled a
As a
1
bear.
to hit the bear.
Yeah, that'll do it then.
That's what I didn't ask what your AC was. I was like, 1 definitely misses. All right, I am doing 4 piercing. 4 cold damage. As my icicles pierce you, but it's cold damage, not tricky thing. I'm gonna miss. Buick Skylark. 10, 14. Misses. You're in heavy armor. You're muted.
18.
18.
I was
Alright.
typing. I didn't want you to hear my clack.
Yeah, no, totally feel you. I got a 1 on Mock, and then alright, let's see if I can take down this bear. I got a 16 to hit, so bear has 1 point of cold icicle damage. Alright, and we continue on our mad dash. Alright.
So,
Right.
I have a question.
Answer.
Is the beckoning, does it really seem that they're beckoning us, or are they beckoning the storm? Can I do an insight to see if
That's a great question. Sure. Insight check, yeah. Does she seem to be gesturing to you, or does she seem to be conjuring up weather, or
We got it at 10 total.
I'd like to give it a go too, if you'll allow it.
Yeah.
I rolled a 24.
A 24. All right, 24. You know, it seems a little bit like she might be trying to call down the storm on you.
Okay, so I will let everyone know by going.
Okay.
Seems right.
I look in the direction that he's
Yeah.
probably kind of pointing towards,
Mm-hmm.
so that I see it, and I'm like, not surprised.
So at this point though, you've all kind of reached the tree line, and she doesn't know that you know, because you're a bear, and you're just grunting. Sorry.
I kind of figured we had a Snow Queen plus Alice in Wonderland situation up in here.
So arriving to the tree line, she says, "Oh, it's good that you made it undercover here. That storm was getting very strong. I was worried you weren't going to make it." And she kind of,
Full of it.
she kind of dusts herself off and kind of gestures behind her. She says, the town of Winterwoes is just here. It's a very bright and vivacious place, and as you crest the hill toward where she's pointing, what you actually see is a very black and white town. There are people standing around, entirely different shades of gray. They each seem to be frozen in time and just like motionless in the midst of whatever they were doing.
I don't think vivacious means what you think it means.
Oh, a very lively and boisterous town. Also vivid.
But my friend, it's not
No, it's not. It is not at all.
any of those things.
It-
Also, now I may not do a lot of heavy thinking, but that storm wasn't normal, ma'am.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by inviting your stormy friend to enfrosten us? Enfrosten is a word, I learned it at school.
Enfrosten.
I promise.
All right. Yeah, Enfrosten is a word that you've learned. We're learning all sorts of words. We also have just gotten a donation on my channel for a wild magic surge. Do we want to do that now? Now seems good.
May as well.
I'm gonna lose the bear form so I can actually talk to people.
Okay, you're gonna lose the bear form. All right, who wants to roll? Who wants to roll the D100? Anybody?
Oh, yeah.
I will.
Everybody volunteer.
Everybody volunteered.
Well, I was gonna say Tark because he's magically transforming something.
That's true.
Crazy could happen there.
Oh, Tark, you're back.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. All right,
What
Tark.
happened to your bear friend?
the bear was me.
All right, so who's somebody's roll? Tell me what the number
Excuse
is.
me.
The
All right, hold on, let me roll this.
80.
80. 80. All right. 80. So on 80, as Tark turns back into his normal form, and you start asking him about his bear form, butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air all around him and seem to follow him around for the next minute.
This is good.
This is good.
It looks all right.
So
Yeah.
pretty.
One of them lands on my nose.
One of them
Look
lands-
at you go.
Just call me a Disney princess.
I mean,
I have no idea what that means.
I hope that's nice.
princess from the realm of Disney.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, Your Highness.
So you're a bear and a princess.
You know what? I'm just Tark. I can turn into animals, though. That's what you saw if you were
Oh.
confused.
Not
Oh, I'm
bad.
sorry. I should have been paying attention. Well, that's fancy.
All right. Yeah, so you see this town. You now see Tark as Tark with butterflies and flower petals. And you have confronted this woman a little bit, wanting to know the storm was natural. And she's like, well, yes, of course. What else would it be?
Blueberry flavored.
Yeah,
Natural.
the old Mock has a pretty decent survival situation going on here. I definitely feel like he's 500% questioning the validity of the statement that was a natural, normal storm.
Well, not everything is always as it seems here in Canvas. You seem a bit weary. Would you like a respite? A soothing, tranquil environment? Perhaps?
Does she seem like she's on the up and up?
Nope. I do not like the salmon. I do not like green eggs and ham.
Well, what do ham have to do with anything?
First of all, ham
That's
is
for me to
appropriate
know
every
and you to find out.
Let me ask you, Lady of Green. Perhaps it is possible that you have seen this paintbrush of magic. We heard you might have it.
Paintbrush. I have a paintbrush. What of it?
Well,
I
we're just looking for a
believe
paintbrush.
your-
Maybe
one
we
of
could do a
your-
trade.
I believe one of your compatriots is looking for it, and like, she gives them like she gives her a look, like squinty eyes. And...
Kind of pulls out paintbrush out of her pocket. Well, I have a paintbrush. Kind of waves it about, and I could paint you a comfortable little section in the corner of canvas where you might dwell in peace, if that is what you wish. A place in my new world.
New world.
Yes, this one's rather dreadful, don't you think?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing it either.
No, I'm not feeling that. It's generally pretty nice around here, except for the murder snow.
Murder snow cone.
Giant sandworms conjured by some mysterious person trapping other people who can use the brush in various forms and curses.
I'm gonna reach into my chest, my inside chest pocket, and ask my frog. Hey, little buddy, you remember that time all of my bones got broken? And I'm kind of looking at the old lady and holding frog at the same time.
All right, you look at the old lady and holding frog at the same time, and you see a definitely very green figure, but this time it seems to be like more covered in leaves and everything. And if you described it to Tark could probably tell you that this was a dryad.
That's a tree lady, 100%.
I'm gonna mid question to my frog. I'm gonna just surprised and then just kind of whisper over to Tark. Yeah, the description. Would you like to hold my frog?
You do know it's not polite to talk about someone when you're in their presence. You're supposed to wait until someone leaves to be rude.
Leaves, is that a pun, ma'am?
I would never. Puns are the lowest form of humor.
Well, my froggy friend here, who used to live in somebody's epiglottal area, disagrees. If you understand my meaning. You guys, I'm hot on thoughts today.
I feel like we're having a.
I'd like to use performance actor because I took that as my feat.
Okay.
And I'd like to do a ventriloquist feat where I mimic the voice of LaFae.
Okay.
Behind our green maiden, and I want to say, they seek the brush of LaFae, a wand of sorts. Do you possess it? I think, of course. See if that has any effect on her in regards to hearing his voice.
As a matter of fact, it does. So she kind of startles when you do that, turns around, and all of a sudden you see she kind of disappears, and instead on the ground you see 3 what look like puddles of paint at first, which then form up into these green figures draped in leaves. All right, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Here we go.
Here we go now. All right. So roll my initiative over here.
Nice, Buick. That's a good initiative roll right there, buddy.
I got all the crits today.
I've had my first
It was
crit
a
of the
4.
day, and it's not something you can crit.
All right. All right. So Buick, you got what?
4.
A 4? Okay. Four's a good number. Whatever. Don't let anyone
It's a
trash
good
talk.
number, but a bad initiative.
All right, Muck.
23.
23. Tark.
Tark got a 12.
12. 12 is a multiple of 4.
Yes, and it's also middling.
All right. Tricky Think.
17.
17. And Vanderfall.
Also a 12.
Also a 12.
12 buddies.
I got an 18.
Before we get too far into this, are there still snowbanks around?
Yes.
You're going to be popping in and out of snowbanks because that'd be really cool.
I'm
yes.
a rogue. What do you think?
All right. So, Mock, you've seen this woman melt into a puddle of paint and then reform as 3 identical versions of herself. Or, what you knew she looked like, but didn't look like before. What would you like to do? Left, middle, right.
No, I'm not having a lot of thoughts now. I'm running on pure punchies.
Mhm.
So yeah. Ma'am, is it time to do some pruning here?
You hear a very irritated Sylvan reply.
Very irritated. What? Sorry.
Reply in Sylvan, which I believe you did speak.
You know what? I take exception to that. And I'm gonna go ahead. I've got my short sword and my long sword. I'm gonna use my short sword, my monk weapon, to do a sharp punchies. Okay.
Okay. Are you punching the one directly in front of you in the middle, or the one on the left or the right?
It's gonna be the middle, yeah.
In the middle. All right.
With my right hand.
Okay. Bringing it in.
That's not great. Let's see here. Plus, I can use Dex, but I'm gonna use Strength instead. So
maybe you should use bear noises.
That almost sounded like dubstep noises.
That was a 13.
13. Sorry. 13. 13 hits.
Oh, nice. Oh, apparently. Anybody have memorized off the top of their head the damage on a short sword?
D6.
Damn, you beat me to it.
It's a D6. We all know that.
Plus your strength bonus, 10?
Yes. So
you use
10.
strength or dex?
I'm going to use strength because it's just working for me today.
All right.
I made myself a meathead.
All right,
and,
so 10 points of damage?
Yes.
Oof.
Dang.
And with flurry of blows, I'm going to go ahead and with my long sword whip out to my left. So now.
I got a pun in my chat. Bear noises, Bare. Brown chicken, brown cow. No.
That's a 9. That's a rough time for me. So
your 9 misses. All right. All right. All right. She's gonna take her turn. And
oh no, ma'am.
You're not done?
I've got 2 weapon fighting, so that wasn't actually even a flurry of blows attack.
Okay.
That was just the second attack. Now comes the flurry of blows. I'm going to use a key point, and that's much better. That'll be a 16.
That does hit.
And that was on the second one. That's a D8 for longsword, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you're using it two-handed.
Right.
But he's not. He's got a short sword in the other hand.
Yeah.
You could drop it.
Yeah. It's 9 damage. 9 damage.
Okay. Well, that changes what I'm going to do then.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. All right, cool. So the one directly in front of you then, as it is my turn, that you have been hitting, is going to attempt to charm you. I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. No.
She says, you should be nice to your friends.
You know, but are we friends? I mean, we could be.
I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what you got. 10?
I rolled a 10, yeah.
We are
That's his
friends.
response.
We're the best of friends, and you should protect me from anyone who wants to harm me.
That, well, all right.
You now believe that she is indeed your trusted friend, and you should protect her.
Hey, guys. You know, I'm feeling a little guilty about slicing this, these two of this nice lady up. Maybe we should not do that.
All right, and her other parts, her other 2 parts, left side is going to step forward towards 1, 2, 3, 4, towards Tricky Think, and I am going to attempt to club Tricky Think. Let's see. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
All right. I'm going to do, let's see. 1 point of damage. Bludgeoning.
Oh, ow. Ooh.
You know you're supposed to roll high on the dice, right?
And having seen that, her other aspect is gonna look over. No, you're doing it wrong. Do it like this. And she'll shout out as she steps forward, Shillelagh!
There you go. I was waiting for that.
And will attempt to hit Vanderfall.
Nice.
Vanderfall does a 15 hit.
Oh, absolutely.
You will take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Now that I have Shillelagh.
Okay. Vanderfall and goes down.
Oh no.
Too much. Shouldn't have. All right. Tricky Think, it is your turn.
Okay, well, since there's one right in front of me, let me see here. Okay, I want to attack
Oh, it's because the storm hit you earlier, isn't it?
with my short sword, the one that's right in front of me, because she's in melee, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. And then because I don't, what's
The one in the middle. The one in the middle is quite injured, and you can tell. The other two aren't injured; they're medium.
True, they are. Okay, actually, if I can get off a short bow attack to the one in the middle, is
You
the
have
one
sneak
near
attack.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, is Shillelagh right next to her?
No, but Shillelagh is right next to Vanderfall. It's corpse, which is not quite dead yet. So totally counts as an ally.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, it's an ally.
Mm-hmm. Because Vanderfall.
Another enemy of the target. Got it. Okay. So, well, actually,
So you could ostensibly kill the one that's injured and then still get sneak attack on the one that got Vanderfall. Or the opposite way around.
I'm gonna kill the.
Oh, you only
Wait,
get
hold
one.
on.
You only get. Sorry, you only get one attack. Sorry, I'm thinking you get 2 attacks. Never mind.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
I'm over here like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're just gonna. Pop,
I'm gonna do whichever one I can get sneak attack on. Let me put it that way.
either one,
Okay.
both.
And then I'm gonna go for the injured one.
Okay. Okay.
And I got a dirty 20.
So you did damage to it then.
Yes.
All right, it melts into a puddle of paint. It had 1 hit point. Sorry, Mock.
Okay.
Well, Mock's kind of like, whoa.
I helped.
Stole your kill, man.
And then I want to use my bonus action to take the hide action because I can do
That's a good call. All right.
Fury of the Small, or not Fury of the Small, but a nimble escape.
All right. Excellent. So you do that. So you're now hiding. So that takes us to Vanderfall or Tark. You both have 12.
So I roll a death save.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll let you go first then.
I'll go first, actually.
Okay.
So you're down. Is anyone else hurt?
Hurt? Other people are hurt, yeah.
Well, badly hurt.
My feelings
1
are hurt.
damage.
I was gonna say Mock's feelings are hurt.
I was about to say I did take 1 hit point of damage, but it's 1 hit point.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I tried to do better.
All right, so I hold up my staff, and on my tabard of vines, you see a bunch of stars light up in the shape of a chalice. And they just start glowing. And I'm going to hit Mr. Unconscious with my last spell slot for Cure Wounds. So that's going to be 10 to you.
Nice. Thank you.
That's a lot.
And then for my chalice action, as a bonus action, I'm going to heal Mrs. 1 hit point of damage there. Because I can just do it. So, I mean, I might as well.
I see his tabard, and that's covered in stars, and say, "Oh, Maglubiet, it's full of stars."
We're going to have to unpack that later.
Open the pod bay doors.
Okay, so now I can go.
Yes, now you can go. That's why I wanted to go first, because I was going to get you up.
Now you can
Yes,
you can actually go.
All right, so move, action, stand, and then with my Moonblade Rapier, I will, or Moon Touch Rapier, I'll strike out at the paint creature before me and see what happens there. Not at all. Nothing happens. I rolled a 9.
A 9 plus what?
Oh no, 4 plus 5 is 9.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna keep asking 9 plus what, everybody? No, it's just 9.
Just 9.
Okay, fine. 9 is insufficient.
Right.
All right then. Buick, last but certainly not least.
Yes, absolutely. Are they close together? Would you say?
Yeah,
three
they're fairly close together. You all were close together, so therefore they are.
Is there a way I could get within 5 feet of both of them without any of my friends being within 5 feet of me?
So you
Probably
can
not.
circle around behind them.
Would that work?
Yeah.
Okay. I will do that. And then I am going to. Actually, I don't even think that matters. Let me just go up to the one that knocked down Vanderfall and make an attack.
Okay.
Let's do that. With my longsword, what do I click? There we go. To hit. Oh. What do I click?
I don't know where you're clicking.
In D&D Beyond. Trying to roll.
You're gonna hit the +5 or whatever the plus number is.
Oh.
Next to your type.
There we go. And then I'm actually, that's not great. So I'm going to use the channel divinity. So the amulet of the same religious symbol with the chess piece of the queen, and use that for a guided strike to get a +10 on that. So that would make it 22 to hit.
Yes, that definitely hits.
Mark that guy off too. And then
You're like, I ain't missing.
we not this time. And so we're going to do a D8.
All right.
Which looks like 7 damage.
7 damage. All right. So you're just swinging it with one hand?
Because he has his shield.
Oh,
in the
yes.
other
Then
hand,
then
so,
yes. 7.
Yeah.
7 damage. All right. Is that it for you?
We actually have our War Priest feature, which lets us do
bonus
a
action.
bonus action attack as well. So now I'm going to click that +5 again and make a War God's swipe. And that one's just a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, I hope so.
All right. How much damage this time?
Only 6.
All right. And 6. All right. Not looking. So.
Oh, actually, sorry. I rolled it to hit again.
Oh.
That was wrong. That was not damage.
Okay.
7 damage.
All right.
There we go.
All right. The comment stands. Still not looking so hot. Starting to melt a little bit into a paint puddle. All right. So that takes us back to the tip top. Mock, you've seen what these things can do.
All right, so I've been charmed.
Yeah.
By the lady.
You have been charmed by the lady.
So does that in this case mean that I am now angry at my friends for attacking the lady?
Are just a smidge angry at your friends for attacking the lady.
Okay. Well, I put my sword to him. I'm like, guys, come on. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Would you like to randomly select who you hurt, or do you want to just pick somebody who injured these things? It only gives you one option.
Well, how does one do a D5? Because I don't want to be a dirt.
You roll a D10. You're 1 and 2
yeah.
and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 7.
I've literally never done it. Okay.
Buick is gonna taunt Mock and go, "That's right, I kicked her ass,
Dude, bro." Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna just
All right, yeah.
Better than randomly attacking the healer, I guess.
Yeah, so that's just gonna be it's gonna be Buick. I'm like, bro,
Also-
why you gotta be like that?
Also-
And
I also do want to point out that there are only 4 other people. I don't count. But anyways,
what's coming to her?
Hey, he could attack himself. You don't know.
yeah,
We need that paintbrush. I'm taking it from her.
self-flagellation. How dare you hurt her?
yeah, like, I'm failing to protect. Okay, so so I'm gonna do a little step around the lady to the other side. So now I'm like, I'm in Shubby's distance. I'm doing a punchies though. I'm open hand. Like, come on, man. Like my action is divorced from my tone.
I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah. It's like a shoulder punch. I'm going for a come on, bro. Stop.
All right.
Damn, son. Okay.
Oops.
Yeah. Does an 18 hit, sir?
18 is my armor class. Yeah.
So
Beats.
yes,
So I think so. Yeah.
It does.
Mhm.
well,
We could take it.
yeah, I'm sure.
All right. Well, you don't have to do your full flurry of blows. You do have to take your entire action, but
Right. So that's gonna be damn. Yeah. Wait,
maximum damage,
know what?
right?
I. Yeah, no. It's 7.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right. Cool.
Still fine.
All right.
Bludgeoning. So I don't think you can die from that technically right away.
I mean, could,
We're
but
fine.
all right. My turn
Not
then.
that one.
My turn then. Since I assume you don't want to take the rest of your actions against your friend. All right. I'm gonna go then. So the one right in front of Buick that Buick just put a whooping on, is going to attack again. I'm gonna try to club you. I'm gonna miss. I got a 4. So then the other one was trying to attack Vanderfall. So it's still in front of Vanderfall. I'm gonna try to club. I know I rolled a nat 1. It's not meant to be. All right. So Tricky Think, you're up. You've just seen Mock bitch slap Buick. I assume that was what it was.
How many more?
Stop.
These dryad
No, like I
things
said, it was a
are-
total like bro.
2. There were 2. Yeah, I know. Bro, don't do.
And
Ow, sorry, just punched my
There's
microphone.
there's one right near
Funny bone.
Mock, right?
One, well, Mock and Buick, yeah. And then one by Vanderfall.
Okay.
The undamaged one is
I-
near Mock and Buick.
Of
Or, sorry,
course it is.
Vanderfall. Vanderfall, sorry. Back that up. The other way around.
Oh, okay. So the one near Mock and Buick, that more than likely charmed.
Yes.
Or, I'm sorry. More than likely charmed Mock is injured.
Yes.
Okay. That's the one I want to go. Like, I'm trying.
You can shoot it.
Since I have. I'm going to shoot it. And involves sneak attack again. Because I
Yes.
can use that once per turn. And
Yes.
I'm hidden.
You have advantage
Okay,
on the roll then. You're
Yeah,
hidden.
I do. That's why I can get my sneak attack.
Well, you get it catch your
19.
allies adjacent to it also. 19 hits.
Yeah, true. Okay, 11 total damage.
Oh, yeah, she
Oh,
did.
wait, and can she's dead anyway?
Yeah, she did anyway. Mock, suddenly you were like, oh god, why did I do that? I mean, I know why I did that, but why would I do that?
Bro, I'm sorry, bro.
I might have to mock you.
Hey, listen, I grew up with that. I don't need that today.
Okay, this joke's old.
Goblin saving
Not
everyone.
cool.
Goblin over here saving everyone.
Yeah, tricky thinking, saving the day here. Tark, then. It is your turn.
You said there's one left?
There's one left. It is in front of Vanderfall, and it has not been injured at all.
I'm going to wave a hand in front of my tabard and change the constellation to an archer.
Okay.
And I will use my class feature guiding bolt.
Oh,
Uh,
Ginny,
Yes.
I forgot to use my bonus action. Can I use that to hide again?
Oh, yeah. That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good thing Mock doesn't have stunning strike.
yeah. I rolled a 23 to hit for the guiding bolt.
Okay. Yeah, that hits this time.
So like a beam of green energy that almost looks like vines fires out of my hand
Mhm.
for 14 points of damage.
Nice. And the next attack on it has advantage.
Right.
All right.
Which I cannot actually do my extra archer attack this turn because I already used my bonus action. So that'll go to whoever attacks.
That'll go to Vanderfall, who's right in front of it and now has
Beautiful.
advantage.
All right. let's finish this, shall we? This dance is over.
It's like a little
18.
North Star glowing above her.
18 to hit.
18 does hit.
All right. And that will be 7 points of damage.
Oh my goodness, that's more than you needed. One more than you needed. All right, so melts into a puddle of paint. We now have 3 puddles of paint on the ground. And let's see. And you so puddles of paint fall to the ground and ignite into a green flame, crumble into ash. Upon this pile of ash, you see the paintbrush wand lying on the ground.
Well, hey guys, look what I found.
And you pick it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Good find. Yeah.
As you pick it up, I don't know what you expect to feel, but kind of feels like a paintbrush to you.
Yeah. Huh. Wonder what's so special about this.
You're not a spellcaster though, so.
And I would like to use my my Furbolg ability to cast Detect Magic.
Oh yeah. You detect magic. It's got intense transmutation, evocation, and divination auras coming off of it.
That thing's definitely real magical.
Am I a wizard now?
I don't know, are you? Have you tried painting something? Behind you.
Is your name Harry?
You're a lizard, Harry! You see the doorway, the green doorway with the rose bloom appear again. Do you want to go through?
I think that's our call.
I think that's our cue.
All right, as you go back through it, you see Estorian there. And Estorian's like, how did it go? How has it been? Did you find it? Is everything okay? You seem a little under the weather, injured. Have you been fighting amongst yourselves?
Other things.
We had a little scuffle with the green lady.
You know,
We brought your paint.
the green lady was there again? How strange. Well, my brothers and sisters are here as well. You see all of the other seasons, the lady from the party, the cat, and another more wintry looking figure that you did not necessarily see before. They are all gathered there. And as you hand the paintbrush, I'm assuming you're going to hand it over, sorry. Okay, hand the paintbrush back to Estorian. You see that, like, this shell starts to, like, break over all of them, kind of, I don't know, they feel like they're coming out of an egg or whatever. And Estorian sort of brushes over them with the paintbrush wand, and each of them then takes the brush and paints a Sylvan word on their hand. For those of you who know Sylvan, you'll see that they each paint the word of the season they are. So, autumn, spring, summer, winter.
Wow.
And as they do that, a burst of magic overtakes the room, and standing in their place, you see one single figure, incredibly beautiful, and a rainbow of colors in their wardrobe and eyes. They're just shimmering red hair, beautiful wide eyes, golden summer skin, green leaves growing down their arms. That is so much better. It's so good to be together again. And as Estorian is speaking, their speaking is now more gentle, seems more refined. They seem more together. He says, and I do believe that I've promised you a reward, and you have done precisely as I've asked. What would you like? I've pulled out a bunch of bags. Gold. I heard gold was wanted.
Boring.
And then also promised you a creature. Would you like your frog to be real?
I don't know. It's is it safer this way or that way?
Well, it can still retain its properties, but also be more of a companion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Just kind of paints over it. And then you see the frog kind of turns. I don't know, what color do you want your frog? Green?
I mean, green's fine, yeah.
It's not easy being green, you know.
No.
And he says, holds out all of your hands and asks you, paints a little symbol upon your wrist, which disappears then. Says you can always return to the domain of canvas now by speaking into a painting, any painting, and asking it to return us to the canvas of Estorian LaFae. You will always be honored guest of this domain. I can't thank you enough.
No, that's probably true.
Uh,
We'll take the gold.
Historian. Let's see, how do I put this? Perhaps you can help me with a curse that made me scary. Could you paint me back to my natural form as a fairy?
Oh, well, yes, of course. I don't know if it'll stick outside of the domain, but we can try.
Well, perhaps I'll just stay here with you then, as long as I get my natural form back.
All right, we'll paint you back. Asking you a bunch of questions about, okay, is it more pointy? What color is
Yeah, no,
this?
purple hair, and a little pointier.
Yeah.
Bigger wings. Yeah.
Tark goes, so how did you get to be that from a fairy?
Let's just say watch out for hags. Yeah. I tried, she makes really good strawberry pies. If you smell like strawberry pie in the woods, just stay away from it.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I probably would have eaten it too.
Yeah, guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Well, everyone, that has been the landscape of Estorian LaFae, which we have returned to its beautiful Technicolor brilliance. Let me take off all my filters on the background. I don't know if we've been watching and noticing, but the background has been changing as we go through. And they've been returning color to the world, so a little touch. I want to thank all of you here.
Thank you.
On the stream with me for coming and playing today. This has been great. And everyone who's tuned in for watching and helping support our charity. So to give everyone a chance here, go around again, tell everyone where they can find you later, any projects that you've got going on, or stuff like that. Let's start with Axis.
I'm Axis of Anarchy. You can find me on the tweets at axis_of_anarchy. I frequent the Twitch. It's the same, but without the underscores. And hi.
Yeah. Hi. All right. And then Andrew.
I'm Andrew Hindenburg. You can find me on Twitter at kid_sci-fi. I am on pretty much every Discord server ever. I run games at almost every virtual D&D weekend. So if you're interested, please come find me. I would love to have you. And I am working on a few writing projects right now that I can't really discuss yet, but in the near future, I will be able to.
Yeah. All right. That's exciting. Writing projects. All right, then. And Hooper?
Oh, hey, yeah. You can find me as Real Mr. Hooper on Twitter, where I am grumpy about a number of topics. So, don't have to consume that. But I am Mr. Hooper with 2 zeros instead of O's on Twitch. And I run the Imaginarium at Mr. Hooper's Imaginarium, ! on YouTube, where I host and GM Inherited Earth, a post-apocalyptic, ultramodern 5e science fiction D&D.
We just
Sounds like my kind of jam.
Smush a bunch of stuff together. Yeah, it does sound fun. All right. Mike.
Yep, I'm Danger Mike, and I am the creator of Taking Turns D&D. So you can find me on Twitter and Twitch, Taking Turns D&D with the N because the ampersand doesn't work out so well. We stream D&D 5e and the Forgotten Realms on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern. And we'll actually be rotating through so everybody gets a chance to DM and play. And we'll be taking participants from the community as well. And definitely all you guys have been so great to play with. I want to get some of your info and invite you guys to come play on the show as well, as well as anybody that joins the community too. It's been great. I had a great time.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
All right, and Rick, where can we find your over 600 videos that you made?
Okay, well,
all by yourself.
Go on TikTok and pretty much follow every publisher that you know in the game industry, and you'll probably see my content. Or you can follow me on there as Rick_Ankney. That's who I am on there.
You might want to spell Ankney.
Ankney. But if you're every Monday at 4 p.m. on the Origins Game Fair Twitch, I host a miniature painting show called Prime Time Painting, and then every other Friday on the Stormcrest Twitch channel, I run a homebrew campaign called the Stormcrest Chronicles.
All right.
So I'm all over the place.
Yeah. You can find me personally, if you want to find me, on the internet at Jenny Loveday on all the things. It's my website as well, jennyloveday.com. I host a weekly Twitch show Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, where I interview creators about their content, their design work. I am actually talking to, I've got a show later tonight. I am talking to Brian Still about the new Essence 20 system from Renegade Games. So super excited for that if you want to tune in later tonight. On the other hand, I'm here representing Baldman Games. This is part of our Baldman Games monthly streaming events that we do alongside our virtual D&D weekends. I've dropped everything in the chat, but you can join us every month and play games with some of the best DMs out there. We've been doing this for the entire pandemic, so, a hot minute now. And you can find those games always to join them by tickets at yawningportal.dnd.wizards.com. You can find more info about Baldman in general at baldmangames.com. I highly encourage you to join our Discord server, our community server, discord.gg/BMG. And then if you're not following the Twitch that you're watching right now, or if you're watching it on my Twitch, you should follow the Twitch, Baldman_games. Follow us on YouTube as well. Actually, subscribe to YouTube because subscribing to YouTube is free, and we're trying to get affiliate everywhere. Okay, we're working very hard on this. And then if you're not into all of that other stuff, we got Facebook, so you can follow us there. I post all of the stuff on all of the things, the same thing on all of the places. So if you're following all of them, you're welcome. This is actually the last event for this month's streaming content for the virtual weekend anyways. We will be back next month. Next month we have 2 events. Count them, 2. We are doing Winter Fantasy, which will have a virtual component for players who want to play online. You can buy those tickets now at cart.baldmangames.com. Make sure you look for virtual tickets. They should have a platform associated with them, Roll20, Discord, whatever. The other tickets are for in-person. You have to come to Fort Wayne to play. I'll be in Fort Wayne if you want to come. Do it, be there. Or not, up to you. And that is February 2nd through 6th. We are also doing a virtual weekend next month. And that is February 18th through 20th. We will be running streams alongside both of those events, so the schedule for those is upcoming. You'll see us doing some more discussion content, like Friday night. We discussed Fizban's Treasury of Dragon, and we built a dragon with chat. It is bananas. We built a dragon from the far realms, and it has psychic powers, and it's a little bit of an eldritch horror, and I gotta put the stat blocks together and get someone to draw it, and then we're gonna publish it, and it's gonna be great. It's already great. It horrifies me. I love everyone that helped. It's horrifying. I can't wait to kill people with it. And then games. If you want to participate in one of these streamed games, yeah, let me know. Contact me on any of the Baldwin channels, or contact me on Twitter, because I'm organizing all the people for these. Yeah, doing a lot of stuff in addition to my day job, my muggle job. So much like Rick, help me, help you, help us. Thanks. Yeah, anybody else got anything, or are we done? All right.
I
We're
actually
good.
have
Thanks,
to go to
Jenny.
dinner.
Yeah, all right. Well then, thank you everybody. Until next time. All right.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show.